All right, we are back. Woo! Week. We left the last game with a whole lot of stuff in action, sort of left off actually at the top of an initiative round. So some things are about to unfold and unfold very, very quickly. That said, not only have we been playing during the winter season of Dragon Heist, so some of our events are sort of themed to that, weather effects and such, it is also very much winter here in Michigan. That unfortunately means that one of our players can't make it back today. And honestly, that's sort of the nature of organized play. You try and play with a group, and occasionally one or two people can't make it in. So we will be wrapping her absence into today's adventure. And thankfully, I actually had a narrative reason for this sort of tucked away in case somebody couldn't do it. The snowstorm overnight, and it's still coming down, sort of requires its use today. So, unfortunately, our missing person is Magpie, and she normally does all of our recaps, so I'm sorry, I don't have a country music.
Doesn't that suck that we're like one less remix from Magpie that we get for the duration of the show?
Oh, no. We've already talked to her. We told her that she has to do 2 next week.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I bet half the fans just signed off right now.
Yeah, right? They're like, oh,
really
log off.
For Magpie.
Yeah.
Yep. So, even without Magpie, I would like to make sure that we get a recap out there for people who are joining us for the first time or have been joining us weekly and maybe are a little fuzzy on the details. Who wants to volunteer? Oh, okay, so Astrid.
I think we decided collectively that it would be a group recap.
Okay.
That or we were all going to blankly stare at you until you said something.
I was going to do my favorite musical genre as a recap, but it's death metal and it doesn't fit in very well.
Hey, 1 second here. Hey, Mike. I got a black screen, sir. They can hear us.
Woo! Theater of the mind.
Yeah.
Taking it to a new level.
We
are going to recap, though.
Since they can only hear us and they have to be tortured by our voices without any of the beautiful visuals, the Rogue rules are officially up on the GM's Guild. DM's Guild, thank you. The DM's Guild.
And we have video.
Excellent.
Yay!
Yeah. Oh, temporary setback. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so Grandma Gertrude's 100 Rules of Being a Rogue is now available on the DM's Guild. You can go ahead and download it and just search Grandma because it's the only thing that comes up in the DM's Guild when you search Grandma.
I am now intent on making like 43 files at DM's Guild. Like Grandma's 1 through 43, and they're just gonna be all like fighter archetypes.
100%.
Well, see, I think this sets the stage for like a new market category, like Grandma Gertrude's Guide to Crockpot Cooking and all sorts of stuff.
There'll be a recipe book coming soon.
And we can finally get rid of Volo and all the books he
Yes,
writes.
topple the tyrant Volo.
Yes, I will fund this. I will kickstart this.
Kick off his retail empire and just make him pay.
Exactly.
I mean, Fei Chen would be your next up then. So
we
I hear he's a
We
vicious
do already
combatant.
have his house.
We do already.
We do.
Yeah, we're already halfway there.
Allegedly, you're not sure that it was his, but it was Fei
right.
Chen Industries.
We're quick to make assumptions.
Yeah.
And
All right,
steel
Otter,
dogs.
thanks for volunteering to do the entire recap.
I tell you what I will do.
right.
I will bullet point it. You guys fill in the details.
All right, you bullet
Sound good?
point, and I will make comments on what you say.
Excellent.
Okay.
We came back after rescuing our dog.
Yeah.
We came back to
What was the dog's name?
Tiamat.
Yeah,
Tiamat.
it was.
Which is fantastic.
Thank you, audience.
Thank you, audience.
Now played by Sawdust, the dog who is as energetic as ever. So we came back to a large explosion.
Boom.
Across from Picklewitz's Pines, our new headquarters.
Ding, ding.
Ding, ding. And we found out after a little bit of investigation that it appeared that there is a gnome that was running from armed pursuers and that a clockwork puppet threw a fireball from a necklace of fireballs to cause the explosion.
Oh, I
Yeah,
got.
we found the
That's it?
necklace too.
You found the necklace. Yeah.
Thanks for filling in the blanks.
Yeah.
You did a great job. We then kind of
effects.
Maximum Impact, which is our new team name.
Yeah.
Went back to Picklewitz's Pints, kind of hunkered down a little bit, did some interrogations. That sounds a little more brutal
We
than it is.
interrogated a small child.
Interrogated a small
and then we
child,
found out
roughly.
that we really
to be
needed...
fair, it didn't take much to interrogate the child because you had already gotten him drunk.
Yeah, it turns out that we need to have retraining on our ID checks.
I thought this was
ID
like.
checks are a core element of the laws of Waterdeep. We just want to stress that. We don't condone
So we
underage
hid
drinking.
that child.
I don't see
I thought
anything
this
about
was
that
like
in the Code
Canada and
Legal.
you could drink at 18, you know?
So yeah, we put that child.
12.
He's like 12.
You know, that's what a lot of people say about me too,
alright.
but you know.
We hid him in the dog bed, and we had the dog lay on top of him. So obviously, no one will ever know he was there.
Correct,
In
yes.
medieval societies, drinking at 12, I'm sure, was commonplace.
Yeah.
You only lived till 30 anyways, right?
Oh,
One of the things...
you're an adventurer.
Yeah. One of the interesting things that we found out was that one of the other barkeepers is spreading rumors about us.
Yeah.
That we're like hosting a werewolf guild or
Were-rat.
were-rat guild.
Which is something that I really want to think about, guys.
I mean, feel
Like
free.
starting
Yeah,
or-
you
Yeah.
can do I mean, we could
that
ask
in your book?
We could ask Picklewitz. I'm sure Picklewitz could help us out.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then we found out that someone saw a smoking cloaked figure run towards the bent nail. And we had previously spoken to Tally there. So we went back and kind of pushed her a little bit for info. Right? What did we find out?
Good cop, bad cop.
Yep.
Oh, we found out that she hid him for a few hours and then he left.
Yes.
Yeah. She was not
but-
very loyal to him. She also gave us all of his money. So
Right,
it was
yeah.
a pretty good visit
Yeah.
overall. A very
And most
10 out of 10
importantly,
would visit again.
most importantly, she told us the name of the shadowy cloaked figure was Erstal Floxen, who we had heard about before. He's a Zentarum enforcer and the head of our ward in that guild. And we dressed up in finery and costumes.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we really
And-
took that way overboard.
Yeah.
So sorry for last week, guys. We ran with that joke way farther than we should have.
We
And
took-
we'll take it even further this week.
Yeah.
We took
Fully
a priest.
committed.
We
Yes,
stopped by the
yes.
Church of Aminater and took a priest with us to speak with the corpse
Yeah.
of Dalakar the gnome.
Yeah.
We knew that he had, from Vincent, really creepy Vincent, who stopped by our place shortly after.
Creepy Vincent. We do love
Yeah.
Creepy Vince.
We do. We found out that Dalakar had the ire of the Xanathar Guild. And we also found out that he had a bauble on him, the Stone of Galore. And it seems
That's
to
what the
be
kids are
that's
calling it
what
these
most
days.
of this is about. We then went and talked to the corpse of Dalakar the gnome and asked him 5 questions. We asked him who was he taking the stone to, and he said to the champions, who we kind of think might have been us.
We very wholeheartedly believe that the champions is a title
Yeah.
that could only be bestowed upon our group.
After 3 days, we're
After-
clearly the
correct.
champions.
Exactly, exactly.
We asked him what the stone does, and he said it holds things down.
Yeah, he
Which
was
is
super
interesting.
It was kind of like that, like the genie clause talking to him.
Yes.
You know, like he's going to answer it, but he's going to answer it. He's going to pick apart exactly how you ask it. Thanks, Mr. DM. Allen.
Yes. We asked him who he is working for, and he said Manchun, and we know that he's Zentarum.
Yeah.
We asked where is Erstal Floxen, and he responded,
Ah.
the manor. Grotland.
Oh, Growlhund Manor.
Growlhund
yes.
Manor.
The word that I can say.
Yep.
Growlhund. Yes. And that was the best part. I will totally recap like 15 seconds of Growlhund Manor.
With the genie clause, I was expecting him to say, Waterdeep.
Yeah, right.
Right.
The Forgotten Realms. Oh, thanks a lot, buddy. Awesome. You know what? Just go back to wherever you are. Where are you? Hell, just go back there.
And then we asked him about Vincent. What can you tell us?
He told us that he is an upstanding resident of Troll Skull Alley.
A proficient private eye, and that his hands are not right.
And that is just weird, and I don't like Vincent, but I am
We're
so
gonna try
enthralled
to
with
give him as
him.
many high fives as possible from
Yes.
here on
We
out.
now have to hold Vincent's hands. That's our goal this session, is to hold everyone in a circle hold
Have I
his
hugged
hands.
Vincent yet?
Ooh,
Oh, I hope not.
I think you have.
I think you have.
Hold on. Let me
I
find
also
my
think
list.
that you have.
I didn't notice anything weird with his hands. I did.
Did you notice anything weird with his hands?
Not that I remember.
Hugs aren't the best for hand inspection, though.
That's true.
I don't know how
it's a very
you're
special
hugging,
kind
but
of
my hugs.
As if he wasn't creepy enough. Now he has weird, strange hands.
Yeah.
So after
Can this
that,
be our code signal for Vincent?
Spirit fingers.
Spirit fingers.
jazz hands,
Yeah.
Vincent. Yes. So then after that,
We went to Growlhund Manor.
we went to
We
Growlhund
did.
Manor.
Where you guys stopped me from using my new fireball necklace like 4 separate times.
Yep,
Yes.
yep. Because you were
Thankfully,
like,
yes.
what would happen if I just dropped this right in front of me where I'm standing? And Alan was like, please, for the love of everything, roll a check and don't roll it bad and just don't do that.
sometimes I ask for my players to roll a check. Like you're heroic adventurers, and you've done things out in the world. You have what I generally refer to with my other groups, the adventurer's intuition, which is where I basically just offer to give you a free like insight check or something, because your instincts tell you sometimes like this might be okay or this really might not be okay.
Right.
Generally, when I do that, it's because I want to see which way you guys go, and if you trust your own intuition, I'll roll with it. I'm not going to tell you not to do something. I may point at the code legal or give you the intuition.
Is coming out. You can only hold me off so many times, and then it's gotta happen.
I'm sure there will be an opportune moment for you to huck that thing across like 30 feet of squares and like blow something up. But please do not do it while I am within 30 feet. Please.
So we fought back some shadows that were guarding.
There was a ghost
the manor.
corgi.
There was a ghost
corgi.
yes.
Yeah.
And then we started sneaking into the manor.
Next
Found out that it had already been infiltrated by others.
We found soup.
Yep, we found soup, which we then used as a weapon.
Yep.
We ate it and then threw it on someone.
Yes.
Yep.
Found some corpses in the basement. And then
We killed a guy using only cleaning materials.
That's true.
That's
the mop. The mop to the face.
That was the best part of
and
that
the rat.
adventure.
And the rat. That's right. The rat came in.
So yeah, that whole combat was actually just improvised weapons and narrative combat. You guys did a great job with that. But
It's got the killing blow.
it was a completely unscripted moment that you all organically decided to follow through with, and I'm really glad we were able to capture it here, just to kind of show other people how they can incorporate those creative elements into their games too.
Do you mean how not to incorporate those?
You guys did great with it. You bought into it, and you could have rolled dice, and we had done it mechanically. It would have taken the same amount of time.
Right.
But you became invested in your character's actions, and sure, some of it was silly, but the narrative combat used the same level of investment that all the die rolling would have done. So kudos.
Yep.
Loved
Yeah,
it.
that was fun.
Every character I build from now on will have a rat, bowl of soup, and mop. Then we went upstairs and found that scene. A creepy, messed up faced human standing over
Yeah.
A nobleman
a nobleman.
who's he's wearing purple in this shirt, but you can't see it because he's really low to the ground.
Yes.
Purple.
But I'm sure that's a very important.
Color of nobility.
He's laying there like he's dead.
He's laying there.
Yeah.
He does look quite paler.
Also,
in this
I am laying
picture.
there like I'm dead because I believe I charged that guy because I didn't know what to do, and he just like backhanded me into oblivion.
And if he wasn't dead, he was soon thereafter after
Oh, and his head
Otter
was all
thunder
burned
waved
up.
him into the wall.
Oh, yeah.
So the body that was on the floor got ragdolled against the wall.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Agnes got thrown out up
Yeah.
that way
We're just,
after being stabbed
you know,
viciously.
taking out the trash, whatever.
It's cool.
And we are
That's why
in
the magic of healing exists.
We are in the middle of the fight right now. There was a half-orc fighter.
Not this one.
No, not Astrid. That seemed to was in the room. We think he's probably part of the manor team, and he charged through us to attack the messed up face guy.
Yes.
And that is where we stand right now, I believe.
That is currently where we stand.
I
Yes.
do want to point out that while we stand and you lie on the ground dying, that our bard is, oh wait, no, you're a cleric. I keep forgetting you're a cleric because we always throw you out in front.
Right.
Right. Never mind, we have healing.
Yeah.
Okay.
we have healing.
I was like, our pseudo-cleric is gone for the session, and our two fighters and you and me can't do nothing, so.
Magpie is dead to me.
Yeah, I am interested to see. I forget where. So this is how our minis were set up. So Magpie had like skedaddled into the room behind everyone. I'm kind of hoping you're like a trapdoor opens up and she just disappears.
A hook comes and like pulls her off stage.
We'll see.
We shall see.
So we left off last week. We were at the top of the round of initiative. I still have everybody's order. When we left off, the assassin had previously stabbed Agnes. Agnes hit the floor. She hit the floor hard. So we're gonna jump right back in. Otter, you are you've got first initiative out of everybody here. So how do you react to what's going on?
I'm right in the mix of everything, correct?
Yes.
And I would provoke if I cast a spell.
No, casting generally doesn't provoke unless it says it does in the description.
Great.
So we're not worried about it.
I am going to cast blindness
Ooh,
on
sweet.
our foe.
blinded by the light.
Blinded by the light of Aminator, I shall hold up my pendant from the Tiamat opera and blind him with the light
I do enjoy
flying off of it.
the commitment to the bit.
I will
Yes.
throw my commemorative scarf over my shoulder in a very dramatic move.
As a
Hold up
side-
the pendants.
As a side note, and very, very closely related to that, someone just released the College of the Opera, the Bard College.
Wow.
For
Multi-class.
It's not Adventurers League approved, but it's
wait.
really creative.
Didn't an opera singer write that class?
Yes,
Yeah. So
she is an opera singer and plays D&D and decided to translate her work into her passion, and
what's that, Alan? You want to run us through a one-shot where we all play bards?
I would have to have someone 3D print me the pile of dead bards first.
yeah.
Okay, so I need
con 12.
a con saving throw.
Yep.
Okay, you cast your spell. You are not really confident that it had the effect you were hoping.
I will
His eyes didn't cloud over, but he's looking at you
will.
real pointedly.
curse appropriately for an acolyte of Aminator, which is not very
Waffles.
waffle.
Oh, darn it. That's
Son of a
worst.
biscuit.
And I will do a 5-foot step backwards,
Sure.
as I am the only healer in the room. I
Right.
realize
I
now.
So
forget
here's
which
the
one
thing.
you are. Oh, the guy with the big stick.
So here's the thing. Casting doesn't provoke. Moving out of an enemy's threatened area does.
Okay.
You've already used your action.
Gotcha. I will stay.
Okay. So there you go.
I will stand strong.
You're like, I'm the only healer. I'm going to stay right here.
If looks could kill, and he may have that ability.
We don't know him well
You've
enough.
seen his face. Like, it looks pretty
I
deadly.
don't like the looks can kill spell. That's not.
Makes me
that's not
even
one.
more upset that
yeah.
I didn't blind those eyes that are peering at me now.
To be fair, I don't have a beholder on the map, so looks don't quite kill.
That's true.
Agnes,
Yeah.
you are unconscious. So that means that I need a death saving throw from you.
All right. Let me just choose my dice here really carefully.
Now, for those that are watching, as she's looking at her critical choice here of what die to use,
This one.
when you do a
That's the
death
one.
saving throw when you're at 0 hit points, you effectively have 3 strikes. If you fail 3 death saves, you die. If you succeed 3 times, you stabilize. So you don't pop back up. You don't have hit points, but you are not in danger of dying until you take damage from another source. We're not doing negative hit points, none of that. But if you take damage while you're at 0, it counts as a failed death save.
All right. I'm going purple because the guy's wearing purple. The other guy who's dead. That was a poor choice. It was a 6.
Yeah.
So you failed a death save.
All right. I'll put an X somewhere.
Now, the good news is, once you regain hit points, all of those saves go away. So if you regain 1 hit point even, if you drop to 0 again, that whole counter
It restarts.
Yep.
That's good news. That's
Yes.
good news.
Heroes are pretty resilient.
Another clarification really quick. We don't have inspiration right now, correct?
We
have to earn
left
it.
off just as we were at the end of the last session. So if you had inspiration at the end of last session, that is on you guys to try.
You used yours. I moved it off the table.
All right. I don't have that.
I do.
Also, folks, remember that a death saving throw is a saving throw. So if one of you has inspiration and you really want Agnes to make that roll, you can spend your inspiration on her.
Not on the first one.
The second one, she'll just natural 1 and fail too. You know?
So a natural 1 is bad times, but conversely, a natural 20, you get 1 hit point back.
Great.
You all of a sudden go.
Yeah.
Oh!
I'm taking my dice inspiration from the other guy who was dead in the room.
Good.
That was poor choice.
That was a poor choice.
That was poor choice.
So, this guy is up, and
Angry.
yeah, he's a peach.
Is the battle corgi on the battle mat actually a battle corgi on the mat?
You guys have a dog.
We have a dog.
Oh, right, that's our dog. We
Tiamat.
stole the mini. I forgot.
Tiamat came with us?
Yeah.
You brought
Tiamat.
Tiamat
It's
with
like
you?
way past his bedtime. I thought he was hiding that drunk child.
It's way past our bedtime, I think, at this point.
He doesn't listen well to orders.
So, Otter,
Yes.
you tried to blind the Zentarum.
Not in a mean way.
He was trying to calm him down.
Did you curse it damn your eyes, but
yo,
only if you're
man.
okay with that?
Chill out, man.
My AC is 99, Alan.
I can
I'm
verify.
gonna have to audit that. Shit.
Yeah.
All right, so he's got 2 short sword attacks for you. How do you feel about this?
Just say
Nimble?
no
That's
really
good.
sturdily.
I'm
Just look at
praying
Alan and go,
internally.
no.
My inner monologue is
No.
prayer. prayer.
Internally too.
Oh, no.
I've been
So,
trying it for 17 years. It doesn't work.
Otter. First hit is a 24 AC.
That probably is going to do it. That number is also equal to my hit points, I'd like to point out.
His second one is only a 14 AC.
One off. So no.
Okay, so only
Miss.
one hit.
One hit.
One hit, good. So maybe your blind was maybe slightly effective then. We can chalk that up.
Wasn't effective. He's just trying to make you feel better.
Yes, build him up to tear him down later.
I would like to use my Wrath of the Storm,
Which is?
which is when a creature within 5 feet that you can see hits with an attack, I can use my reaction to cause the creature to make a Dex saving throw, DC 12, or it takes 2d8 lightning or thunder damage, and it will always be thunder.
Yeah.
You said a dexterity saving throw?
Correct.
I'm looking at a 14. On
That is good enough for half damage for him.
Okay.
I rolled a 5 total, so 2 massive points of thunder damage.
Hey, it's better than not doing
It's
two
like
at all.
it's like when you wear socks on the carpet and then
So I have good news and I have bad news.
Okay. He falls.
What's ahead?
He's dead.
He is not dead. The good news is there are only 5 points of piercing damage.
Excellent.
Then I need you to make a con save, and here's where the bad news comes in.
please don't die, Claire.
I am going to use my inspiration.
Yes.
Oh, that seems greedy.
It does. But remember, I am the only healer available to the
Yeah,
party.
he did get a little bit more important all of a sudden when Magpie
A
came
nat
to show.
20 on the ugly yellow die
Nice.
Yeah.
for a 22 total.
Okay, so you are successful. His weapons are poisoned. So much like we experienced with Agnes last week, you get hit with the 5 points of piercing damage. It's the poison that really would have done you in, because normally this would be 24 points of poison. But you made your save, so you take half.
You only take 12. It's all good, bud. That was wicked rude, Alan.
Yes.
Okay.
R-O-O-D. Rude.
What do you guys want to play after this?
Yeah, right?
I hear Into the Spider-Verse is playing. Astrid.
Astrid, kill this person, please.
Why does he keep hurting?
You should hug him with your axe violently. Please.
Deserves extra hugs.
Yeah.
That sounds somehow more violent.
Yeah. Whatever you need it to sound like, just smack his face in.
17 on the die.
Oh yeah, you're good.
That is not the right dice. Let me try that again.
But did it roll a high number? No. Oh, then never mind. Yeah, re-roll it.
It's only a 10.
So 10 points of damage?
And I don't hit twice yet, do I? Blame.
It's generally a level 5.
We'll get there.
Yep. Sooner rather than later.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't know. Like we said, I was just looking up movie times. So.
So the orc that had charged through, he's sort of casting a glance around. He doesn't seem to fully trust a lot of you, but you seem to be hitting the same thing that he wants to hit. So he will make the decision to attack the assassin.
Excellent.
And he swings his axe. He hits.
Yes.
And he hits for 1,000,000 damage.
It's not 1,000,000 damage. The assassin is rocked though. This is a pretty solid hit he had there. Marcellus,
That's me.
that is you. Where are you currently standing?
I'm in the next room over, hanging out with Tiamat.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's about where I'm at.
Okay.
So with that being said,
Got some sort of dazzling special thing you can do. I would dazzle him.
yeah, I'll dazzle him. That seems like a good idea. I got an idea. I got an idea. Ready
Okay.
for this? Okay. All right. So I'm gonna look at Mr. Shadow Assassin,
Yeah.
and I'm going to look at him just as pointedly as he was looking at my friend Otter,
Oh yes.
and I'm gonna go woogity woogie woo, and
I'm sorry. I'm gonna need that in writing.
W oogity oogity oo. And I would need him to make me a dexterity saving throw, por favor.
Okay.
I really hope this turns into like a
We are looking at a 16.
stream of
Can we not look at that? Basically, you guys then would see little sparkles come out the tips of my fingers and kind of flutter to the ground. And I go, oh, and just sort of stand there. I was trying to fairy fire him. Yes.
Gotcha.
That was dazzling.
He nimbly avoids the glitter that you send in his direction.
Yeah, I take out a pack and I'm like, woo!
So yeah, glitter. Like how someone can dodge all that, I have no idea.
Yeah, sorry, Otter. I probably covered you in it, to be honest.
It's very pretty.
It's on your Tiamat scarf.
So we've gone through all of that. Now normally this is where Magpie would come in. However, there is a flash of light,
Oh,
a
no.
swirl of light from the backside of the room,
What?
and a robed figure with the staff emerges. Portal is open in that back wall.
Well, that's
Wow.
creepy.
This is a robed individual. He's got his staff up, slicked back, black hair, sort of the 5 o'clock shadow, square jawed, looks like a young human. He looks at Magpie. There's a bolt that comes out of his hand, and it looks like a shackle of energy. It goes from his wrist up to around her neck, and he pulls.
What?
She dashes through the portal behind him, and he addresses a lot of you, saying, "Finish this. We need to talk."
Do we recognize him?
You don't really recognize him. Now, this is all like in a matter of just a couple of seconds. This is going to bring us back up to the top. Otter,
Okay.
you are standing directly in front of the assassin, and he actually looks terrified.
Okay, one, like we weren't
Wow.
already trying to finish this.
Yeah.
And two, he's not helping by taking someone away.
Yeah, he just kidnapped our friend.
I
Did
do
they,
like his confidence that we will finish it.
Yeah. I do
little.
appreciate a little bit of faith in us.
Yeah.
Did it appear that Magpie went with him willingly?
Oh no!
He
There was a
her
small
neck.
eep and a shriek, and as she disappeared through that swirling portal,
Oh.
her gasp was just kind of cut
I
off.
hope this means that we will end up with the tired hands.
What's the dog do? Okay. I
All
don't know
right.
if he like bounded through after her. or
No.
I am going to smash said foe with my Morning Star,
Okay.
as I am out of second level spells. Ooh, that is an 18 to hit.
Okay, yeah, that's a hit.
Pick up my D8, anticipating, and 9 points of damage.
That is 9 points of damage. Now, with that, his eyes go wide. Your Morning Star
Yeah.
connects. Call it. That's fine with it.
All right. After he almost gutted me last turn, I will come back in an upswing and smash him in the bottom of the jaw,
Oh.
sending him flying back in slow motion and dropping him on the ground next to Agnes. A little bit of the blood from his face is now on my commemorative scarf, which I instantly start to clean off.
Oh God!
Instead of healing our friend that's dying.
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to
First
clarify.
things first.
Yeah. I've got to make sure it doesn't stain.
The figure in the backside of the room. Yes, good start. And he points at the orc. That brings us to Agnes.
All right.
That save.
I'm picking
Roll
different
a
dice this
one, I'm
time.
gonna be mad at you.
How does a 6 do you?
60?
6 would be a second failed death saving throw.
Don't worry, Agnes.
One more. You know what that means.
Oh, I'm ready. One thing I'm never afraid of is character death in RPGs. So bring it on.
All right. So yeah.
I look at the tracking
the assa-
information on my Hero Forge mini like,
Cancel,
Astrid?
cancel.
The assassin is down. Agnes is in really bad shape,
I'm starting
and
to gurgle.
a mage or wizard of some form has kidnapped one of your allies.
yeah, I guess you got a lot on your shoulders,
Is
don't
he
you?
still, did he walk through the portal?
No, he's
he's
still
just
there.
kind of hanging out there with our friend in a leash?
He yanked Magpie, kind of
She's
threw her
gone.
through the portal. He's standing there, and he's indicating that you should just clean this mess up.
Or we could all jump through the portal. Like, just a thought.
We don't have time.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So, Astrid, what are you doing?
But Magpie, what? That's not metagaming. How's that metagaming? She can kidnap Magpie.
Table
Ultimate
talking.
insult.
Oh my goodness.
Cool. I mean, I have no help for you guys, so
You're like, wherever my body
I
goes.
can't wait to wake up so I can tell you there were some people in this room.
Okay. You're like, there's people in the next. Oh, where they're all dead.
I go pour a healing potion down her throat for 10.
Oh,
Yay!
Wow, nicely done.
all right.
You're not dead.
I wake up and I go, ow.
So one of the two of you 2d4 plus 2?
I already did.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah.
That's where the 10 came from.
Ah, there you go.
Nice roll.
The orc is now the half orc is looking around at the group of you and says that the House of Growlhund will not be brought low by Zentarum scum. And it looks like he's got 2 targets to choose from: Otter and Marcellus. Or no, you're on the other side of the door, so it'd be Otter and Astrid. Astrid, he's going to swing on
turning
you.
around and
I'm
swinging.
over here.
Ah.
Oh, okay. So
Because
you
I
move
moved
around.
up.
Thanks so much.
Otter, you're the lucky winner. He says that he just grunts that the House of Growlhund will not be brought low by Zentarum scum. Swings at you. Panic has overtaken him.
Excellent.
His swing goes wide.
Fantastic
misses.
news.
Marcellus,
Yes. Can I peep around the corner and pop off an Eldritch Blast?
give it a shot.
All right. That is going to be a 15 to hit.
Oh yeah, you're good.
Cool beans. He's going to take 8 points of Eldritch Blasty damage.
Okay.
And then I would like to, so Magpie's been thrown into some otherworldly dimension. I would like to squeeze through here and bring Mr. Pupper with me.
Sure.
And I want to like confront this guy who just kidnapped our friend.
Okay, well, bear in mind that he has now attacked your party.
Yeah.
Moving through and then away from him is going to provoke. Because you got to come through the door. So do you want to move into the door and end adjacent to him?
No. I will,
can stay back in that room?
I will just yell through the doorway.
Okay.
Protectively from the...
Shake your fist at him.
Yeah. Hey, you, stop that. I'll be in there in a couple minutes. All right, thanks.
Okay.
It's about, as much as I got.
The wizard looks around. He doesn't say anything this time around. Otter, I need I need to know, what's your passive perception?
14.
Okay. You see a sort of shimmering happening immediately behind you. Like something is beginning to manifest in the air.
Punch it.
Otter, you're up.
Like you, Alan. I am going to, in a defensive posture, say, stop, we are not Zentarum. And I'm going to hold my action to see what the half-orc does.
So you can ready an action.
Okay.
What action would you like to ready?
A swing with my Morningstar.
Okay. What's your triggering condition?
If he doesn't stop attacking.
Okay. So, all right. Agnes.
2
2 failed saves.
No,
Healthy.
potion.
No, I
That's what I said she'd say.
All right. I guess
The wave of panic.
step 1 is just to stand up, so I'll do that.
Sure.
Get on
So
my
half your
feet.
movement, you stand up.
Yep, half my movement, I stand up. And I'll slowly... So there's only the one enemy in the room.
There's only the one, correct.
And the wizard, right?
Yep.
So I'll limp a little bit closer to the orc, and I'll
Yeah.
be like, yeah, do we look
one is
like
he?
Zentarum? As
He's
like
this
I'm
one.
covered in blood with a
This
hood.
guy?
Yep.
Do we look like... Oh,
Yeah.
no.
That guy's dead right there.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
so you can take the assassin off.
Oh, I was going to say I conveniently knocked him over. So.
So as I'm covered with blood and I've broken into this house and I've got a hood on and a mask, I'll be like, yeah, do we look like Zentarum? Obviously we're not Zentarum.
We have a dog.
Okay.
Oh, we have a dog. What kind of
And,
Zentarum have you ever seen with a dog?
Can I also ready an action?
Sure.
Or is that okay? So I'm going to.
Because you used half your movement to stand, and a comment
Right.
like that, I'm not worried about it being. You're not trying to communicate a threat or persuasion or anything. So,
Okay. Oh, yeah, can I roll to try to persuade him to stand down?
if you want that to be your action,
Yeah, I would.
sure.
All right, cool.
Something that you may wish to consider is that because you're already in combat, persuasion may be an uphill battle. Intimidation may have a different degree of effectiveness.
You just
No,
did
I
pop
feel
up
like-
from the depths of
Yeah.
like dead though.
I feel
It's
like-
very persuasive.
It's an
That
action
is
to
very
resist.
persuasive
It is.
or intimidating,
Yeah.
whatever way.
I feel like
prefer-
in my current state, intimidation isn't really what I look like because I just got my butt handed to
Please
me.
stop attacking us.
So I'm gonna try to persuade him, and it is. What would I add?
Persuasion.
Oh, cool. Thanks, guys.
Add athletics.
That's
the
gonna
one.
be 23.
Okay. You're not certain that he's buying what you're selling, but you may be making inroads.
What? 25.
Not going to change what's going on.
All right.
There's only so much in real life, even, that you can persuade
Astrid?
someone to do.
Am I
Weapons up.
hitting
He's
him?
still in defensive posture.
Or shall I move up and
You should make an insight check to see if he's going to attack.
what? Because I have special half-work powers. I understand.
Yes. That's actually, that's exactly what I
Actually, would
thought.
that count as my action
What?
to make an insight check?
At this point, I would count it as an action, yes.
Oh, then don't do that.
No.
I would just roll a
hug him.
d20, and if it's enough to hit, say it's a hit. If it's enough to insight, say it's an insight check.
Or I can just move up and ready
I like
and
that.
see what he does.
Excellent.
Man, if he makes a move, he's gonna have so many things wailing on him.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So you're going to ready an action for
Or when he
when he attacks.
is hostile toward any of my party members.
Okay,
Or
cool.
the dog.
Or the dog.
Or the dog. Okay, fair enough. So the half orc then he begins his turn and he shakes his head like he looks over at Agnes and he shakes his head and he says that you say you're not Zentarum scum, but you are in league with Manchun, and he points and then he points at the wizard back there when he says Manchun
That's what that guy is.
and
Oh no.
swings his weapon.
Oh, he really made a mistake with that.
Agnes, he swings at you.
Oh!
That we will not fall prey to your lies.
All right.
So he is going to hit, but you also have 3 readied actions.
Do you know what my armor class is?
Well,
Are you sure?
I rolled an 18,
That'll do it.
and there are numbers to add.
Cool. It's cool.
Yeah. Roll, make your attack roll.
You get crushed in the face. You're like, it's cool.
No, what
No,
about
it's cool.
man?
It's cool. It's Saturday. I got
happens.
this.
Yeah.
Holy cannoli.
So while you're all figuring out what your retaliations are, Agnes, it is 9 points of slashing damage.
Hey!
I'm at 1.
Woohoo!
Guys, this is not my day.
R.I.P.
Sorry.
I hit him.
Sure.
29. I
Why
crit.
do we even roll dice?
Yeah.
When we just have this absolute unit
Yep.
to charge in and
And-
end it.
I crit him. Is he dead?
Yeah. Oh, he's. Describe what happens. 'Cause
Describe
crits,
how
crits are
dead
big.
he is.
Well, I have a maul, so I just imagine it's a shower of fine mist.
Half orc mist.
And we've moved from combat phase to why is everything sticky phase.
That's my favorite one.
Otter,
It doesn't happen
can I
quite this
touch
early in the
your-
day.
Can I touch your Tiamat special edition pendant?
Oh, absolutely, Agnes. I will
Can you make
cast.
it big? Make me
I will
feel
cast
better.
Cure Wounds on Agnes.
Oh yeah, that's smart.
So as yeah, you can go ahead and do that. The wizard on the back side of the room, he looks very, very pleased with himself and with all of you. He openly has a clasp holding his cloak together,
Oh, we messed up.
the symbol of the Zentarum. He says, that thing may have been correct. I've been accused of many things. My name is indeed Manchun, and I am very pleased to meet the lot of you.
Can I have my friend back?
I believe I'm going to be keeping young Miss Magpie for a period of time,
Why?
because I need you to do something for me.
It's a hostage situation. What do we have to do?
Erstel took it upon himself to do something that I don't appreciate. He took what is mine. He brought it here. Whatever argument they had is immaterial. It is gone. I need someone to find it. Unfortunately, my face is recognizable. And when he says that, he looks directly at Agnes. I'm sure we've run into this before. But
I just
the
give him a
bauble
thumbs
that
up,
I
like,
need.
Yep.
Yeah, you're still like, I feel like crap.
He says the bauble that I need has been removed from this place. I have other matters to attend to, and I'm prepared to hire you all to take this on for me.
Does it hold stuff down?
You're gonna hire us?
Oh yeah.
What's our payment?
Magpie.
Finish in time, you can have your friend back.
Will she be safe? Will
What?
she be?
Sorry, go ahead.
Will she be? This one.
It is.
Will she be safe?
Yeah.
While we're doing our mission.
Yeah,
Or
that's
will you dress her
important.
up like a clown and parade her around with ponies?
He says that.
Can you do that anyway and send us like the video clips?
Is that unsafe?
Yeah.
He has
How will
no
you humiliate
intention.
her?
He has no intention of harming Magpie, but time is very much of the essence. There are activities underway that will affect far, far too many people if we are not quick in our response.
What and where is this bauble?
He says that Lady Gralhund had given the, I believe you've heard of the Stone of Galore.
Hold stuff down.
Yeah. Lady Gralhund gave the Stone of Galore to her little nimble-right servant. Anyone proficient in Arcana?
I am.
Okay. Nimble-rights
also
they're tiny little automatons. They look kind of like, depending on how you basically outfit them, they look like little wood and metal dolls.
Okay.
Fitting the description of the fireball thrower.
And there you go.
Mm-hmm.
He said Lady Gralhund gave the Stone of Galore to her nimble-right servant, and it is gone from this place. I believe that now that the nasty matter with Erstil has been taken care of, ambitious he was, but not very intelligent, says that I believe they may have gone to see a trusted ally. What Erstil believes is a trusted ally. You wish to take this up for me?
Can you nail that down? Because that could be lots.
Sure. He says that as far as I can tell, the stone and the automaton are now on their way over to. He describes an old converted windmill that actually serves as a butcher shop.
That's cool.
All right. Well,
Who's the ally?
The ally would be. Let me find the guy's name. It's in here somewhere. Thrakus.
that rolls off the tongue nicely.
It does.
Right. I'll be stealing that for a character name later.
Magpie, you know the city. Where's the windmill butcher shop?
Magpie.
damn it.
Yeah. Yeah. You kind of took our GPS, man.
Yeah.
You got a replacement?
He can tell you where this is located. And honestly, you guys have you've dealt with Thrakus before. He's a member of the Guild of Butchers, and he would have popped into your shop
Oh, he sold this. He sold
was he
his
the-
people meat.
Was he the jerk?
real quiet. Like, you'll buy this meat and like it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't like that guy anyway. Let's go beat him up.
Well, I say
So
we don't
Manchun-
really have an option because we need to save Magpie. So
Manchun says that what is beginning to unfold here, that nimble right needs to be recovered. Don't let the watch get in the way, and you will quickly learn that there's more to all of these guilds and factions than you might have initially believed. Erstil Floxen, for example, has always been an ambitious member of the Zentarum. His ambition got in the way. I am the Zentarum, and he decided that he thought he could one-up me. You work with me, I will make sure that you are taken care of. Well, appropriately. You work against me, I will make sure that you are all, including your friend, taken care of. Do the math.
Where
This
can
is
we
in your
find
best
you?
interest.
Pretty persuaded.
Where
Yeah.
can we find you after we do this task?
He says that he will be attending to other matters. He's going to basically run some interference for you. And he says that he will he'll be in touch noon tomorrow.
Oh, so we can't. My next question was going to be like, could we do all this tomorrow?
yeah, can we take a nap? Can he, since he can magically open portals and like summon energy chains to kidnap our friend, do you think he could like cast like mass cure wounds or something on us too?
Ask him.
You want to ask him about that?
Yeah, we'll totally do this,
Yeah.
bud. But we kind of just almost died
We're
beating
not
those
allowed to
people
sleep,
up.
then obviously you need
Yeah,
to help us.
we need a pot of coffee and a couple potions of healing.
He says that the next, and at this point, I mean, we're getting into evening. You're looking at like 9 o'clock basically. He has a little bit of insight for you. He says that the next 15 or so hours are yours to do with as you see fit. If you need to rest, then rest. You need to recover this.
In the next 15 hours.
How
So
far?
we can take a short rest.
Yeah,
He
take a
does
short
recommend
rest.
that you not rest here,
Yeah.
as the City Watch is already on their way.
All right.
Well,
we
let's
leave
get out of
through your
here. Let's go
portal?
find some alleyway to bunker down and chat about this where we're not in the middle of all this about to go down.
Where are we at in terms
Someone-
of this? Sorry, go ahead.
Someone sent undead screaming out of the courtyard and into the road.
Oh,
He
yeah.
looks at
Could have
Otter.
done
That
that.
happened once.
Idiot.
Perhaps not your finest moment.
Can we use your fancy portal to get out of here?
I do not believe that that is going to be an option for you.
He's not a very helpful
No, he's
boss.
He says that as you proceed and you track down the nimble right and recover the stone, you are not working in the you are not agents of the Zentarum, and don't believe others that say they are.
Except you.
I am the Zentarum.
But we don't
According
know
to him.
You.
I'll take history. Anyone who wants to try a history check.
Sure, I'll try a history check.
Agnes,
I mean, I'll always try a check. Whatever.
Agnes, you're going to go ahead and get this information. So-
Oh, sweet.
I got 4.
Okay.
I tried.
Marcellus and Otter, you want to try history
Sure.
checks?
16.
No,
So
You get a
16's good.
4?
Marcellus, what'd you get?
that was a 2.
Okay, not so much. So Marcellus and Astrid, you're not really familiar with who this is. Otter and Agnes, Manchun is a name that has long been associated with the Zentarum. It's sort of the boogeyman of the Zentarum organization, basically like the head of the crime family, right? Agnes, this is a name that's actually inside your journal in multiple sections. Spoken with in tones of both reverence and fear.
Guys, I wouldn't mess with this guy.
There
Yeah.
was the one passage that showed that your grandmother was actually a confidant of Manchun's.
Does he know you're you, or does he think you're your grandma?
He probably knows who I am since I look a lot like my mother, apparently.
Yeah, but he doesn't think you are your grandma.
No.
Oh God, I hope not. Or we're all gonna die. Probably.
All right, I say that we accept this mission, get out of this
Yeah.
house. hunker-
After we're done with this mission, though, I want to talk to you. Got questions.
If you decide that that is something that is a wise decision, then I'm sure we can make arrangements. You could join me at Colot Towers at your convenience upon recovery of the item. That said, if you recover it before noon tomorrow, feel free to meet me there. It'll save me the trouble of tracking you down.
Where are we at in the city? So we're leaving, right? Leave out the back door.
Yeah.
Run away as fast as we can.
Yep.
How far are we from our headquarters? And how far away is this
You can
windmill?
you can get pretty much anywhere in the city within about a half-hour
Okay.
walk, right? It's only like a couple of miles north to south, and that's including Field Ward and Undercliff and all the stuff outside the walls.
I really could use a long rest. My body's exhausted. We need healing.
That's a full 8 hours out of
Yeah.
our
That- and-
15.
I know.
So that said, mechanically, this is something that you guys need to determine. Like, yes, you're heroes. Do you want to press forward with significantly reduced resources, or do you need to take that time?
We can
Well,
get there
we
in a half
didn't-
hour from
We can use our.
Pickowitz's Pines. We can.
What are you more worried about, your hit points or your spell slots?
Yes.
Well,
You don't have spell slots.
I don't have spell
You just
slots.
have
I
hit
have
points.
2
Yeah.
cure wounds left.
I've got enough hit dice I can pump up once.
Because that's the thing is I'm still at
I'm at-
full hit points,
I'm
and
at
I've
7.
used my spell slots, but I focus mostly on Eldritch Blast, which is a cantrip.
I'm at
so.
7.
yeah, but look at it this way. We had the explosion. We haven't slept since then. If we go a whole nother 15 hours, we're pushing exhaustion.
You're going to start getting into exhaustion. Yep.
Right.
Mechanically, like there are ramifications for going
Exhaustion.
And
hard for that
a
long.
half hour travel twice. That's an hour.
So we'll
At 8
lose-
hours, it's 9. We got 6 hours to take care of a butcher shop.
Okay, we can take an 8-hour rest
Mm-hmm.
on the caveat that
Bear in
those
mind that the
6
City
hours,
Watch is preparing to get into this building at any time.
All right, let's go back.
I assume we're having this
let's run.
conversation as we're
Yeah, we
walking
were
home.
leaving. Yeah, definitely not standing
Yeah.
here.
All right, let's
So
go.
as you
let's go
exit
have the 8 hours.
Growlhund Villa, you get maybe a block or so away, and there's guards, City Watch coming from multiple directions. A couple of faces that you recognize that had previously been investigating Troll Skull Alley, including the 2 lead investigators. Throwing it out there if you need to interact with them or if you wish to leave them behind.
I think we just
Yeah,
walk on
we
by.
just like cover our faces so they can't see that we're
Yeah,
also
we just
at
kind of
this
made a
explosion.
mission deal with like the head of the Zentarum. We're probably
Yeah.
not in the.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
So, yeah, at the end of that deal, he would have just turned and walked back through the portal, that shimmering area just behind Otter that you had noticed previously. Once he goes through, that fades away.
Did the assassin have anything on his body? Would we have searched that? I guess it's too late now.
Yep.
I mean, it's reasonable to think that you would have looked at it. He had a Zentarum icon. He had his weapons. He had an expended vial of poison, so there was nothing left to
Okay,
it.
there's nothing, no poison left.
Yeah, it's basically
Super
like
cool
a.
shadow cloak.
I really want some poison.
I mean, it looked cool. Before it was burned, it was probably valuable.
Let's go sleep.
Yeah.
The city watch is really slow. We've been in here forever.
Magpie has been spirited away from us. We're on a mission from the head of the Zentarum. Let's go take a nap.
Yep.
All right, I've long rested mechanically.
So, forgive me, but I don't recall if I gave you guys your checkpoints for last week. Your
don't
advancement
remember.
stuff, because it would have been 3 and 3 again.
It
So
was-
Yeah.
if that means that you need to level, like this is a long rest. If you need to take a moment and apply those things,
I think
Still
we had just hit level 3.
Yep.
Okay.
So I think we
Yeah,
still, I think we
After
still
this
need after
session.
this session we'll hit level 4.
I didn't think so, but like
Yeah.
especially for you, Jesse, I know you play outside of here. I didn't know if you would continue that character in another game.
No, I figured I let Marcellus hang out just here.
Okay. Keep part and parcel with the whole group.
Yeah, I mean, it did fully cross my mind to like leave and come back and be like, "What's up, guys? I'm level 12. I'm here to ruin everyone's
I've been going to
day."
the gym a lot.
Yeah,
Right.
Marcellus hasn't been sleeping. Just been up in those spell
12.
slots. Yeah.
I'm at 19. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself twice before I sleep,
Sure.
and then I should be back at full after the night.
Yeah.
Well, long rest is going to reset your hit points anyway. So.
Okay.
Yeah, long
Oh,
rest
totally in
always
full. That's
yeah,
right.
totally
All right.
resets now.
Cool. I
Oh,
just like casting
and I
spells on
lose
myself.
my extra strength.
Absolutely. Go find the
just
wounded
practicing.
urchin out in the street.
Right.
Here, it's from Magpie.
Good.
Oh,
Right.
how's our kid? He's still drunk?
He's worked
Can
through
you
most
heal?
of it at this point.
Can you heal him of his hangover before we go to bed?
Yeah.
You get back to Pickowitz's Pints, and the kid's up on a stool, head down on the bar, half-empty glass of water, and he's just groaning.
Ah, what a wonderful place we
It's not the
own.
last time you'll
This is
have that.
amazing.
The dog Tiamat immediately runs over, starts licking his feet.
This is exactly the type of inviting atmosphere I want for people.
Family friendly, inviting
Family
atmosphere.
friendly.
Yes.
Bring the kids, get them drunk.
Yeah. It's like Europe.
Oh,
I'm gonna pick him up and put him in Magpie's bed before we go to sleep.
okay.
So he
Good, he can throw up all over her bed.
Yeah. And we'll leave it there and be like, "That's what you get for getting kidnapped."
Right.
Yeah.
Do you even
And for
know
getting
what we
kid-
went through?
and for getting kids drunk.
All right, let's
She
go
was
to
in
the
charge of
butchers.
IDing people.
Okay, so we finish our long rest. You guys, you apply your points and stuff from last time. Something that I want to bring up here with organized play and with D&D Adventures League and magic items. When you acquire a magic item, you can use it for the duration of that chapter, for the rest of that particular portion of the adventure. At the end of that, if you don't purchase it, it basically goes away. Right? It's an unlocked item for you to purchase at a later time. So the reason I mentioned this is you have your necklace of fireballs. We encountered that in the previous chapter. Narratively speaking, like you can still have a necklace, it can still have the beads and stuff on it. Mechanically, it's just its proverbial charge has evaporated until you spend the money to until you spend the checkpoints to
I feel like
kind
you
of get
did
it
that
back.
just
You don't
so
know
I
like
wouldn't do the the worst moment.
You know,
You
if
basically
he
don't
did
have
that, I
the-
wouldn't be upset with him.
you basically don't have the technical acumen to figure out what you have to do to trigger the beads and
Alright,
what the
I'm
rune
gonna
sequence might be.
And how
Keep
many
wearing
is
it for good luck.
There were only 2 beads remaining.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can keep wearing it for good luck, and it might still be a narrative piece going forward. If you,
Yeah. When we
someone
all
might
wait-
identify it later, right? They
When
might
we all
recognize
wake
it.
up, I take one of the beads and I throw it at someone. And I'm like, catch!
Just for the panic moment. It does not detonate.
I want to move out.
Does it
I'm
make
done.
that
I can't live in this sort of hostile environment
Like, no,
anymore.
it's all right. It's not. It's dead. It's.
So-
I just thought that was funny.
You're not.
That-
This is just Christ.
That said, the Necklace of Fireballs is now unlocked for all of the characters moving forward. Even though Magpie wasn't here to finish the chapter after she was here when you guys acquired it. And really, you were one combat round away from doing it. It's a reasonable extension. So go ahead and add that to your unlock list. We finish our rest. So 8 hours from here, it's roughly 7 a.m.
Excellent.
All right, let's head to
Coffee. then
Sometime
rescue
between 6 and
Magpie.
7.
Let's get the coffee and to-go cups.
Perfect.
We should get real coffee and to go.
So yeah, you've been given the one lead, which was
Windmill.
Butcher shop.
the butcher shop, the windmill. Yep.
Thrakis.
Yep.
How are we gonna play this?
We're gonna do what we do best and just charge in and figure it out after we charge in.
Yeah, let's pretend we're going to buy some meat from him because his
Oh, yeah.
customer service is top notch, as we learned last time.
We should bring meat with us and try to return it. And then there's a good excuse for why we beat him up.
Right.
Or we could just walk in and beat him up.
Right.
I'm taking a slab of meat.
Okay.
All right.
All right. All right.
Let's do it.
I'm glad you're
Maximum impact. Let's go.
It's just like
Let's
a haunch
roll.
over my shoulder.
It's like a raw chunk of meat. Trudging through the snow.
Yep. The weather has definitely taken a turn for the worse outside. Visibility is reduced to all of about 20 feet. You've got driving winds. It's the kind of cold that when you are out there, when the wind rips across your face, it just kind of steals the breath out of you.
Ooh.
Luckily, my commemorative scarf
Comes in very
tow.
handy.
Yes.
Can
Are we
you give
bringing
the other
the
one
dog?
to Tiamat?
No, Tiamat's staying home.
Yeah,
stays
I think
behind.
Tiamat should stay behind.
Curl up by the fireplace.
Yes. I would also like to stay home and curl up by the
He's
fire.
our All right, let's go to the butcher shop.
Huzzah.
Okay.
Huzzah.
So finding your way over to Thrakis' shop is it's not too terribly difficult. He is out in the field ward, so it's down the main road through the gate, and there you go. The watchmen that are posted at the gate, they give you some weird looks for leaving the city with a hunk of meat on your shoulder. But it's cold, so they kind of stay inside. They nod, kind of put their hands over the fire. Okay, bye.
Yeah. All for the best, trust me.
Yes. Making your way over to the shop, there is a red wooden sign, looks like a butcher's cleaver hanging over the door. That's really about it. I mean, it's early. Sun is just starting to come up, so there's light, but again, visibility is reduced. You've got snow kind of piling up everywhere. You do see a thin curl of smoke coming out of the chimney. What do you do?
I mean, it's like snowing and awful. I'm walking up and like just opening the door.
Let's start off friendly.
Yeah, I'm opening the
Let's-
door and
yeah.
going in.
Let's
I will
see
be
if we
friendly
can,
when it is warm.
Right. Let's see what we can see first before.
So yeah, I guess I'd
We
just like to
unleash.
try the front door.
Sure.
can't
The door
follow that.
is not locked. By kind of rattling on it, it just sort of creaks open.
I'll open it. Yeah.
Okay. You are immediately greeted by three things. One, the inside is not warm. Wherever that smoke is coming from, it's not this portion. Two, it stinks of raw meat. Like that very strong, almost irony scent, right? Three, there's blood everywhere.
As we would expect in a butcher shop, or like
Doesn't
massacre.
Kind of both.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if it's a functional butcher shop, then
Can I make
having
it-
some of that
Would it be
carnage
survival?
is not
gonna make
necessarily
insight.
unexpected.
Right.
Having a reputable butcher shop means that carnage would be cleaned up.
Mhm.
Would it be a survival or a nature check? I mean, animal.
To determine the type of blood, it would more likely be medicine. Maybe a
So-
little nature. Paint me a word picture. Tell me what you want to do, and we'll figure it out.
I'm gonna sniff it, and if that doesn't work,
Yep, smells like blood.
Ow. One of those.
Oh.
You taste it?
Yep.
Okay.
I critted this too.
Oh.
In that case, I'll take nature check.
Okay, then 20.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm sorry, 19.
You're pretty sure that this is various kinds of blood. There's some beef, but the tang of something else.
Sorry, cow.
There's a little tang of something else, and possibly through your rough and tumble upbringing, you might have bitten the occasional dwarf.
Or
This is a little spicy.
or if we've had our own meat from questionable origin.
Everything here feels a little familiar, but
That tastes like dude.
Oh, cool.
I don't want to know how you know that,
Yeah.
but I trust
Is
your
there
instincts.
a counter at all?
When you first walk in, this is it's just like an open receiving room. There's a couple of posts to like tie off carts and animals, but there's other than that, I mean, there's a door on the back side of this
There's
chamber.
no like bell or lever pull for service.
No, not from here.
All right.
Everybody.
You do see a number of humanoid footprints leading from where you're at over to that door, though.
Let's stay quiet. Back door.
All right.
Like that one right there where the footprints lead.
Yes.
Still carrying this leg of
Cool.
Astrid first.
All right.
I like that we're how many sessions in and we just now found out, let's put the fighter in the front.
Yes.
I still like putting the cleric up front for aesthetic reasons.
Oh, yes.
So, all right, I guess we'll be logical or something. We're gonna go through the door.
Okay.
Oh, did we want to go quietly? Like actually quiet, like mechanically quietly, or just?
I think just like normal.
Okay.
Just not.
We're here to return some meat. No big deal.
All right, so yeah, you go through the door. On the opposite side, there is a wide hallway. It's about 10 feet across. There are a number of padlocked doors. There are 4 of them immediately on the right-hand side. This hall continues off to the north, and there's also a section that goes off to the west, both sides terminating in additional doors.
There's lots of doors.
Outdoors.
Yep. The 4 padlock doors, they're not like human-sized, right, and not like traveling through. They look more like cabinets.
Okay.
So there's 4 cabinets and 2 doors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the 2 doors are
North and west.
north and west.
Where did the footprints go?
There are bloody footprints here. Most of them lead off to the west. There are some clawed footprints that lead off to the north.
Oh, that's great. Can I
Can I roll?
try to figure out what those clawed things are for?
Well, you know the
Clawed
butcher
footprints?
is a dragonborn.
Oh.
Yeah, I totally remembered that.
Probably why he was
No,
a
we
jerk.
totally all remembered that.
Yeah. I think we should follow the footprints.
We could split up, go 50-50.
Yeah, that sounds really
Let's do
smart.
that while he's gone.
Yeah.
And then when he comes back, we're like, oh, we split the party like 5 ways.
Yeah.
There was too many doors.
We're
We
actually
didn't know
all
what to
running
do.
around by ourselves, Sumity style, you know?
Yeah, let's
Do
just
we want to try these doors or?
the padlocked ones. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, why not? Pick
we're here
them.
to find the orb, right? Yeah.
Yeah, pick them. Maybe there's some
You're-
not rotten meat in there. And we can have breakfast or something.
Okay.
I don't know. That's
So we're just gonna like steal from this guy's. Do you think he'd keep the orb like in a closet, or do you think he'd keep something so important that like on him?
Well, it's like hiding it in plain sight.
I have conflicted feeling. I guess I'm a rogue. I shouldn't really have to.
Yeah, just pick the lock.
Sure, I'll pick a lock.
Isn't that like what you like love doing? Like dogs like chasing sticks and rogues like picking locks and like.
I'm feeling like really nervous in this environment, so I'm like, here, hold this leg.
Thank you. Yes.
And then I go up to the lock,
Why did you
and
bring the leg?
I get my lock picking tools,
Sure.
and I just kind of like fiddle with them, so it looks like I'm trying really hard to pick the lock.
You're so
And I'm
dumb.
like, sorry guys, it's too cold. I can't seem to do it.
It is pretty chilly. in
Yeah,
here.
but I don't actually try it. I don't.
Are you kidding me right now? Can I
And
like?
you're looking at the cabinet doors?
Yeah, so I'm
right?
going to the cabinet doors.
So
and
when you get up real close to
Yeah.
it, there's actually a thin layer of frost on each of those doors.
yeah, I'm gonna pretend to pick the lock and try to bluff you guys to make it seem like I actually tried. And then be like, sorry, it's just too cold. I don't know.
I want to know if I would catch her bluff on that because would you want me to like roll for
Deception and insight.
that? Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds like a great opportunity.
I got a 10.
I got an 11.
With this, guys, like coming out of your long rest, award yourselves inspiration if you hadn't already spent it. Or if you
Well, in
had
that
spent
case,
it.
I want to use my inspiration. No.
You've been really good about all being in character and stuff, so keep it up.
Cool.
Great.
I talk like this even when I'm not on the show. So
Yeah, sorry, I can't. It's so cold. I just.
Oh, it's okay,
It's
Agnes,
the
it's
rule.
all right.
Yeah,
It's-
that's why it's one of
It
the
is
rules.
pretty cold,
You
but
tried-
didn't you just like write a book about 100 rogue rules? Like, how did you not pick the lock?
Yeah, one of the
tried her
rules
best, Marcellus.
is don't pick the locks when it's cold.
Which one is that? Which number is that? You tell me right now.
I have to find it. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah, I
definitely here.
bet it's on there. I bet it's on. You find that rule and you get back
All
to
right,
me.
you guys continue the dialogue. I will find this rule.
Okay, this is important.
What,
I want to.
can we actually remember seeing the smoke? Can we figure out, like, now that we're inside, it would be left? Would
Probably
be
up
right.
towards the north. Yeah.
Just want to point your eyes to Rule 24. It's hard to pick locks when it's cold.
I didn't sign up
So-
for this, just so we're clear.
Just to be clear with everybody, the rules, like, I did a brief glance through the rogue rules thing. I didn't read them all strictly down. So every time she calls out a rule, totally unplanned. It's
Yeah. And
it's eerie how often these things come up.
I wrote them before we started, most of them, just based on what I thought would be funny if it came up. And apparently we're a great group because all of it's come up.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah. No, I tried so hard, guys. Sorry.
And in
It's
the
okay.
end, it didn't even
You
matter.
tried your best, Agnes.
I tried my best. That was my best.
Did you like that? Did you like that bit? Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah, I know. I'll take my inspiration away. Okay, well, so where did you say you want to go, though? What are you doing?
I mean,
After you fail picking the simple cabinet, friend?
no, this guy didn't do anything else. Let's try the indoors.
Why not open the cabinet? You know, like I don't know.
have
I mean,
north
like
and
maybe
west.
I'm the only one that goes over to my friend's houses and like, what's in here? And it's like,
North or west?
I
Any
think we
preference?
should. I think we should follow the footprints we've been following.
Yes.
Well, actually, you know what? I have a better
Human
idea.
footprints or claw footprints?
Let's figure out which ones look fresher and follow those.
Oh, I like that.
yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Can I roll a footprints fresher check?
Survival?
I like seeing Marcellus and all of, like the glorious
imagine.
robes down on the ground, like with the face pressed up against the.
Yeah.
Astrid's tasting the blood. You're smelling it.
The dust.
hanging
The
out.
dust is telling me something. It's telling me that I got a 8 on my nature check to determine which footprints are fresher.
You're not sure.
Definitely to the west, y'all.
All right, let's go to the west.
Yeah.
the west.
Okay.
So yeah, you take a few steps over to the
We're both
western
failing
door.
today, so it's okay.
This door does not appear to be locked.
Good news.
That seems inviting.
Yeah. Astrid,
We should.
would you do the honors?
You should.
You
listen
hear
to it.
you hear the
Listen
not
to
very
the door.
delicate sounds of people snoring on the opposite side.
Ooh.
It's morning, right?
7 a.m.?
Yeah, it's about 7.
Wake up!
Yeah. Please tell me we
Do you?
go in like
No,
that.
no, I do not.
Okay.
Astrid, slowly open the door and see.
Hello? There's no one in there.
Yeah. Do you want? Because I can try to do it sneaky, or you can do it because you have money hit points.
Yeah, if someone throws like a
Which one would
frying
you
pan at
rather
Astrid's
prefer?
face, they're not gonna drop like you do.
They're snoring. Maybe Agnes should do it.
Maybe we should
Just to
start
see.
snoring when we open the door so that we can pretend like we're asleep.
Yeah. Let me sneak up in there.
I'm sorry, that was
And
bad too.
let me stealth.
Stealth.
Okay.
Sneak.
Let me stealth the door open for 21
Sure. Yeah.
and peek in there.
Yeah. The hinges are old and rusty, but you know how to kind of navigate around that. Kind of lift the door a little bit and very
I take
slowly
grease
creak
from the
it.
leg and I smear it
Yeah.
on all the hinges.
Oh, that's gross.
There you go. That all works. Peeking inside, there are a couple of very small, basically like campfires on the hard packed ground, and there are maybe a half dozen or so, basically what appear to be homeless people, all kind of curled up around these individual fire pits.
Aw.
Oh.
Those dudes are
Some of them are slowly stirring awake. Most of them are still asleep.
All right.
Say.
There are up against some of the walls. There are like stacks of brooms and some mop buckets and just piles of
They have weapons.
basically discard. just discarded.
This is an
goods.
armed thug group. We must destroy them before they destroy us.
All right. I'm gonna.
They
close-
do not appear to be threats. Let me.
All right, I'm gonna
let
close
me
the door.
illustrate that.
Be like, listen. It looks like he's housing some people in the cold here.
That would
Yeah,
explain.
at a
it.
glance, they didn't look like they were being restrained. Like the
Yeah,
door wasn't
yeah.
locked.
I'm really hoping that's
it
not
looks
where
like
he gets
he's-
his meat.
Well, he's not here is the point. Let's not bother these people.
All right, let's go to the north.
They look like they're having a rough day as it is. They're like
The
sleeping
day
in a
hasn't
butcher
even
shop.
started yet.
Yeah, they're like sleeping in the freezing cold butcher shop.
Let's go to the other door.
All right, let's go to the other door.
I'm sorry I picked the wrong
Okay.
pathway, guys.
It's fine. So you head up to the north door.
Yeah.
yeah.
Do the stealthy thing again.
Stealth the door.
Stop the door.
All right.
Nice.
20
Sure. Yeah.
to open the door.
Peek it open. Inside there is a large, broad-shouldered red dragonborn. He didn't respond to the door opening because he's currently sharpening his tools on a whetstone. He's got a collection of cleavers and great big oversized knives, giant forks, all sorts of stuff. But he's pretty focused on sharpening his tools and implements and hasn't really reacted to you.
Okay.
Well, I feel safe.
I'm going to close the door slowly again.
There's a flame going in the
Drakus was a human, right?
No, he was
Dracus was a
Dragonborn.
dragon.
red
Oh,
dragon.
was he? Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
That is probably.
There's a big fireplace on the opposite side of the room, and there's a big roaring fire going in there.
Yeah.
And there's
It's
no
not
other
very
way,
heat efficient.
There's
So
no other way out of this building that we've seen, right?
No, there could
really-
be stuff in the closet.
right,
There
so
could
we
be like
have
a
to-
secret passage.
We have to go get info out of Drakus.
Yeah. Should we just like knock and pretend like we're
It's
going
an
to
old
return this
windmill. Is
meat?
there an up?
Likely through that room that Thrakus is currently in.
All right, let's
Should
go
we
at
knock?
it. Let's knock and go in friendly and see what happens.
Or I could cast sleep.
We still have to get
That's
inside.
pretty good.
That's pretty good.
All right.
Sleep is always an option.
So the problem is that me and Magpie, like super thunder twins, like both cast sleep to make sure things fall asleep.
Right.
So we have to like rely on me alone, and I am always a disappointment. So there
Do you
isn't-
have inspiration?
I do.
Okay.
But that doesn't. So this isn't a like a D20 check. I just roll the 5D8, and whatever the number is, that's what the sleep
Gotcha.
does. So I couldn't use inspiration.
Why
on
don't we
that.
go in? The three of us act like customers,
She'll put us to sleep.
and you sneak
Yeah, I
behind.
would put you. Or no.
So
I
think
can pick.
if you think about the mechanics of the sleep spell,
I get
right?
to
You roll your
choose,
5d8, and it puts that many hit points of creatures to sleep, starting with lowest first.
Yeah.
This is a big, broad-shouldered,
It's going to be.
forgive the expression, a meaty-looking individual. Your intuition would tell you that he's probably pretty resilient.
Oh, okay.
So you are welcome to do that, but like you know enough about magic to look at the great big target and be like,
Let's see.
that may not be the best chance.
I could also charm
in your
person
back. Keep it in your back pocket. Let's see
You
if we
could
can
charm,
get any
yeah.
info out of him.
because he looks big
first.
dumb.
You're fairly persuasive, right?
I'm
Let's-
extremely
I will hang out in the
persuasive.
hallway. I will kind of like I want to like situate myself like
Alright.
just outside the door so that when they go in, like when they open, he wouldn't be able to see me. But like if I needed to like run in the door and like around, it would only take me that much kind of movement.
Sure.
And basically, if things start going south in there, I'll run in and try to charm him or something.
How about I try to like talk to him about this meat,
Yeah.
and then you guys like discreetly search the area while I'm talking?
Sure.
Like you guys
I
just
can
start rummaging
look
through his
around.
stuff in
Yeah.
there while he's in
Keep his
there.
focus really on
Hey,
him.
hey,
Hey,
eyeballs, let's go.
Okay.
All right, you wanna go in?
So they're gonna go in, and I'm gonna hang out in the hallway.
Thrakus. Thrakus.
I just open the door and walk right in, and I'm like, "Good morning, Thrakus."
He turns, he looks like it just narrow, angry eyes. He snorts, and you see a little smoke come out of his nose.
You're fiery this morning. That's exciting.
Very funny. What do you want?
I'm actually here to return this piece of meat. You see, it has a lot of silver
No
skin
returns.
on it.
Eat it yourself.
Well, I can't eat it. That's the
Well,
problem.
then that's your problem.
Is because it's got so much silver skin, and I just want to swap it out, like store credit. I don't need full money
He
back.
takes the cleaver that he had been sharpening and swaps it into the gigantic butcher block that is that's right next to him.
Well, that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about, actually, because I don't think you're using your knives correctly enough to take off enough of the silver skin before you sell it to
Are
me.
you telling me how to do my business, or are you leaving?
Oh, are you good?
Well,
Are those the only two options?
I'm gonna break this down into smaller words that you can hopefully understand. And he picks up another cleaver, wrenches the one out of the table.
Can I look around the room and see if I notice anything?
You can scan around.
Yeah.
Like his body language is kind of telling you, like,
Right.
yeah.
I'm not going to walk by him and start rummaging through his goods, but I'd like to see if I notice anything.
Sure. So as you sort of peek around while you've engaged him in this brief bit of conversation, there is definitely an air of menace rolling off of this guy. It's a round room. There's a staircase projecting out of the wall, leads up to whatever second floor would be. You've got the fireplace on the backside. There are a couple of basically what look like giant butcher block prep tables. a sausage grinder attached to one of them, and a great big like oak barrel underneath the end of the sausage grinder. The floor is just covered in filth of various types, but it's warm. It is warm in here, not hot, but it is mostly mentally uncomfortable.
Right, I'll just keep talking to him while you guys figure out what to do. So, listen, we don't have to return this piece of meat.
You're right. You need to leave.
I think we can make it work. I can stew it with curry. It'll be great.
That's great.
Yeah. So,
Now
but I
is
did want
good.
to place, could I place a special order? You see, we're serving some nobles and they're really interested in owlbears. And they've never eaten any. And you seem like the only person in town who could order an owlbear.
I don't order.
It is
Hunt one. Hunt an owlbear then, of course. Obviously, you're fully farm to table. I
Look.
understand that.
Look, you bring me an owl bear. I'll prep it out.
well, it is
I'll dress it up the way it needs to be done.
it is Lady
Excellent.
Growlhun's favorite, and that's who we're having for
You're having Lady Growlhund
No,
for dinner?
He responds. That's what he responds with.
Having
He
over
looks and like one eyebrow goes up. You're having Lady Growlhund for dinner?
over for dinner.
I mean, properly rotated, whatever. That's fine. So, why do I care about Lady Growlhund? Like that's a noble.
Can I
She
do an
cares a
insight
lot
check
about
on him?
you.
Sure, yeah.
Just to see if he's hiding something. 8.
No, everything seems fine.
Oh, okay, let's go. We're fine.
You keep talking to him. I'm gonna snoop around.
She's got a nimble right servant. You ever seen it? It's very interesting. I've never seen anything like it before.
All right.
And with that, you see like his hands tighten on the cleavers. Bring me the owlbear.
yeah.
Get out,
Why don't we negotiate prices?
because you're going to go bring me an owlbear. You're going to leave now.
All right.
So
Or if you don't, then that's a problem that you're going to have to deal with. Don't sweat off my
Cool.
back.
You know, sometimes I feel like you could use some more charm with your customer service. And I yell charm as loud as I can.
As soon as when you say that, like he brings up that massive cleaver.
And he makes a wisdom saving throw.
And what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to charm him.
Okay, so charm person.
Charm person, yeah.
Okay. We are looking at 13.
No! So 13 on the dot. Son of a biscuit-eating bulldog. So it knows that I failed to charm it.
His eyes temporarily cloud.
Yeah.
He gets angry.
You guys just hear me yell
Okay.
from the
So
other
I need
side. I
initiative
messed
from-
up!
I need initiative from you guys.
it didn't work over.
He bellows out, I gave you a chance.
Oh, goodness gracious me, oh my friendo.
I feel like we're gonna have to find a new butcher after this.
I think I'm all right with that. Looking
So,
at
Otter,
the 19.
19. Agnes,
21.
Marcellus,
8, fittingly,
twice as wrong.
out in the hallway.
nice. No magpie. Astrid,
Oh.
21.
21.
You guys
Yes.
can all go like 18 times before me. I just like, let me know when you're done.
You're just not rolling well today.
Yeah, no, apparently not. It's these
You
new,
used it all up last night.
yeah. It's these new dice I got. Fancy new dice. I was attracted to them because they glue in the dark.
So Agnes and Astrid, you both have the same number.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay. So Agnes,
All right. To make a slight. Oh no, that doesn't help. I am going to. Are we flanking him at all? Can I use my sneak attack?
you're not currently.
Okay.
You could give yourself advantage and use the sneak attack, though.
That's right.
Oh yeah. So I will dodge to his side and stick, and sneak attack to stick some knives in his kidneys.
So you're going to use your inspiration to kind of lead off.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my inspiration. So I'll do sneak attack to do an extra 2d6 damage. I'll do my rapier actually instead of my sweet knife.
Okay. So yeah, he's kind of in the middle of the room. You've come through the door. You're moving straight up or off to the side.
I'm trying to move off to the side.
Off
and
to the side, okay.
And like stick him like right in the side
Sure.
where I think the liver or kidney may be on a dragon. I'm
On a
not really
dragonborn?
sure. Yeah. So how would like an 11 be?
An AC of 11 is, I mean, he's not.
That with your inspiration.
Oh, I thought the inspiration had to be used to just do the sneak attack.
No. You roll 2d20
Oh,
and
cool,
you choose
cool.
the best.
Oh, then how does 23 do you?
23 is a great number.
Nice.
That is a hit.
Yes. All right, and then I don't hit very often, so excuse me while I figure out what that feels like.
All right. Astrid, you're going to be up after this.
All right, and then I get to add 2d6. Mamma mia.
Rolling all the dice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this one. All right,
Yeah.
so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage.
Plus
12?
fires.
Oh, plus 3 more. So 12, 13, 14, 15 points of damage to the kidney or whatever organ is
kidney
right
damage.
here.
Kidney damage, yeah. I cast kidney damage.
All right, cool. So that is a very good leadoff. You have hit him. You've hit him hard. He swivels his head. He just curls up his lips in what would, I guess, pass for a smile. And they're bad looking teeth.
Aww.
Too
Astrid,
much red meat.
basically nothing but red meat.
Nothing
yes.
but red meat.
The tartar buildup is crazy.
I'm gonna go ahead and head in and head around the same side that Agnes did, so I can stay adjacent to her.
Okay,
And does a 17 hit him?
17 hits.
So 11.
11 points. Okay, got it. Otter.
I am going to position myself so I'm flanking from where Agnes is.
Yeah.
And I am going to swing the large leg of meat and hit him directly in the back,
So it is an improvised weapon.
keeping in theme.
So no proficiency, but you get your stat.
Right. 12.
12 is not quite enough.
I will
He's,
drop the piece of meat.
his scales are pretty thick. So, okay, you drop the meat. That's going to bring us over to Thrakus. Thrakus is very, very upset. He takes the 2 cleavers. He had one in each hand, and he kind of clangs them together. So he's got blades on both sides. It's essentially the size of once they're together like this, it is the size of a great axe.
Oh no.
Oh,
Those
oh,
are
I see how
they
he
are
clangs it
comically large
together.
cleavers that he was
Say
using.
that would dull his edges. Why would he do that?
Sir, I'd like to point
put
out
them back
I
to
only
back,
hit you
though.
with a piece of meat.
This is
Keep that in
unnecessary.
mind when you're deciding who to attack.
So there are currently 3 potential targets. Agnes,
No.
you are the lucky winner.
No,
Yes.
he can't hit me. I'm way too nimble for that.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? He's
She's
like
a
half a
nimble,
dragon.
right?
That said, he looks at you. Remember, he looked at you, kind of curled his lips up in a grin.
Yeah.
That's not all he did. After he looks at you, he grins, he clangs the 2 cleavers together
Okay.
and belches out a cone of fire. It washes over the cleaver. It washes out over the 2 of you. You are not in the blast.
All right.
I
I matrix it and it goes over my head.
And she painted you a word picture, so it totally works, right?
I do need a dexterity saving throw from Otter and Agnes.
Yeah. No.
That one?
It's a saving throw, yeah.
Oh, sweet. 20.
20 is a great number.
My number is not a great number, sir.
Okay, so he belches out the cone of fire. We have 7 points of fire damage for Otter, and Agnes, you would take half of that. So you takes half rounded down. You take 3.
Why are you excited about that?
Because I just
Yay,
did an
damage.
amazing thing. It's like when you set a beanie on fire and it like swooshes over, but it doesn't really hurt the beanie.
When you set
What,
a
a
beanie
beanie
on
on
fire, what
Yeah.
are you talking about?
You know, like those hats, like fuzzy hats.
when?
You could-
Why are you sticking those hats on fire?
Look it up on the internet.
Do not
set
look
a
it
beanie
up.
on
Stop,
fire.
stop.
Kids, do not look
Yeah,
up
do
a
not
beanie.
look that up on the internet, and do not and erase your history so that you did not watch this show before looking for those bad. No.
Cool. I'm the only
Yeah.
one who did that as a kid, apparently, so that's all right.
You kids in Pennsylvania.
Oh, that explains
That was
a
our
lot.
entertainment.
The home of fiery beanies,
Right.
Pennsylvania.
So yeah, he belches out the cone of fire. He's got his cleavers put together. Marcellus.
Yeah, I take this opportunity to majestically kick open the door between myself and my companions.
Pretty sure the door was already open since your allies have just been streaming through.
Kick it more open.
I dramatically kick walk
There you
where
go.
the door had been. And I come in and I go, hey.
Full-on Ministry of Silly Walks.
Yeah, basically. And I come in and I go, hey, buddy, don't do that.
Vince McMahon, your way in here.
And I pop off an Eldritch Blast at him for 20 when to hit.
Oh, yeah.
And that is
Totally.
9 points of Eldritch Blast damage.
Okay.
Excellent.
And I look at him and then I go,
Okay. This is not going in the direction that he thought it was going to go.
yeah. Didn't expect that, did you, bud?
Not really.
Yeah.
You get the impression that he's used to people coming at him with like punches and the occasional short sword, not eldritch blasts
Yeah.
and hunks of meat.
Yeah.
Agnes,
Me either, don't worry.
All right.
you are lightly singed.
I'm
She
lightly
can sneak attack him
singed.
because he's...
There are other allies next to him.
Yep, I will sneak attack him. And
Kidney damage. Do
no,
it.
I'm going to do a flourish with my rapier. And I said, you should have let us return the piece of meat.
It's because you did a flourish.
What'd you
And then I rolled a 1.
It's because you did a flourish.
And my cloak actually, the smoldering catches on real fire, and I drop my sword and try to like put it out.
Totally gonna stab this guy. Oh God, I'm on fire!
Yeah, so I spend my turn backing away and trying to put the fire out of my cloak.
Fair
Awesome,
enough.
great, fabulous.
Astrid.
Well, I guess I'm not flourishing. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
The
I
flourish
really
seems to
enjoy
distract you.
I enjoy the thought that you guys are like clashing these like giant battle axes together and just like smashing each other's face holes and we're like, you go guys, do it up. Ah, yep.
Assuming a 20 will hit.
Oh yeah, 20 hits him.
Not natural, but
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
You like that?
Yeah, I
You
do.
like-
I like it a
I
lot.
picked that up when I went to Gamehole back in November.
12?
One of my
12?
DMs said it
Okay.
and I was like, whew, good stuff.
So that is Astrid. Astrid hits him, turning it over to Otter.
I am better
And you
with...
know he goes right after you, so.
like that tone, Alan. The threat. I am better with my Morning Star than with meat, so I shall swing with that. And I'm clearly bad at both, and that will be a 6.
6 is not
but
gonna
was
cut
it better?
A dirty 6.
A dirty 6.
You said you were better.
It was
Not
better.
good, better.
It's true.
Yes.
This is true.
He lets loose this guttural primal scream, just full of just raw rage.
You might wake up all the sleepers.
Yeah, right?
Pretty sure it probably will.
Don't you know there are people sleeping in here?
Otter, he swings at you.
Can I shush him as a free action?
He hits you.
Okay.
He hit you real hard.
I'm going to use my Stone Endurance so I don't feel as bad.
That's a real good plan. Because he crit you.
Oh!
Yes, this Stone's Endurance was a good move for you. Because before Stone's Endurance kicks in, it's 24 points of damage. Slashing damage from the
Minus
double cleaver. Here.
7, which puts me at 0.
Oh?
Oh
points?
no.
The cleric's down!
Well, that makes it official. It's a game day.
Yeah!
Cleric has gone unconscious.
All right, yeah.
But yeah, that is a great big weapon that he just arced into
Cleaved
you.
me.
He did. He cleaved you.
I'm going to take your own hands and lay them on you to trigger your lay on hands. I think that's how
He's
that
like
works.
slapping his own face.
It's literally called, or like, if I lay on your hands, will I then be healed? Like, this is
yeah.
important.
Marcellus?
Yes, I go, this is not good. And
Thrakus is literally shaking with rage.
does he look
Angry?
hurt?
He looks super angry, and he's pretty hurt.
I'm going to try sleep.
You're gonna try to sleep
I'm
spell?
going to try sleep
Okay.
because I'm thinking that we smacked him enough that maybe
Good thought.
yeah. 5d8. All right, so that is 8. That is 14. That is 18.
So 18 total.
18 total.
Okay, and remember, it starts with the lowest hit point creature first.
Yes.
So, how many hit points?
Lowest current or lowest
Your current.
max? My current is 28.
Okay. And Agnes, you're right up there.
21?
Okay. No one falls asleep.
This is terrible.
He momentarily slows down a little bit. Close.
I control Z that spell slot, and I look at him and I just like angrily scoff and go, "This is all your fault."
Agnes.
All right.
He is frothing from the mouth. He is that angry.
I feel like
Mechanically, He's berserking, so you have advantage when trying to hit him.
Oh,
Okay, that's
yay.
good news. All right, I'm also berserking, but not as much as he is.
Yeah. I
because
like
he
the
knocked my
image of her,
friend
like,
out.
growling at him. Grr.
You know, I have
So
that.
I'm going to attempt to jump, do a cool thing up the wall, and then slam my sword into his eye. Natural 20.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's a hit.
That is
Awesome.
good timing.
Does anything special happen when I
Yeah,
do
you
that?
double all the dice you roll.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding,
Oh
ding, ding, ding,
man,
ding.
I'm gonna
You don't double what
smash
you
my
add,
sword
you
so
just double
hard
your
into his
dice.
Yeah.
face. Wait, what?
So you don't like if
Double
your
your
damage
bonus.
would be like D6 from your weapon and 2d6 from sneak attack.
Okay.
Normally it'd be 3d6. Well, the crit means you roll 6d6 instead.
Yeah.
You don't add your strength bonus twice. You only add that once. You just
Oh,
roll
I
all
see
your
what you're
dice multiple
saying.
times.
But
All
you
right,
still get
cool.
to roll 66.
Yes, you do.
Is it sneak attack?
Yeah.
Sneak
Oh,
attack is
really?
damage dice. Yeah.
You sneak.
But do I have sneak attack? I still
Yeah.
struggle with how sneak attack works.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he's giving you advantage. Like
Right.
he's a berserker.
Oh,
so
I see.
he has advantage on his weapon hits at the offset of him giving you advantage on your melee weapon.
And
hits.
anytime you get advantage, it's a sneak attack.
You can sneak
anytime.
attack.
That's cool. I guess like because it's called a sneak attack, and I'm like I screamed at him and jumped on his face. I just don't know how sneaky that was.
I see we're going with the anime route of sneak attack.
Yeah.
I also want to point out this is the most dice I've ever rolled at one time during any RPG.
Excellent.
You've never played Shadowrun?
I got to introduce you to some second edition.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18 points of damage.
Plus your modifier.
18, 21 points of damage.
I'm gonna need you to do me a favor.
Yeah.
Call it. What happens?
Oh,
Give me
yes.
a word picture.
So I was going to just knock him unconscious, but then he knocked you unconscious and I lost control.
By
So-
nearly cutting out her in half.
Yeah. So I jump off the wall and I take my sword, point down, and I drive it all the way down his jaw into his body.
This is an anime.
This is very anime. Yes, go on. I'm listening.
And then my sword gets stuck and it takes me a while to get it out of there.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Yeah. He's really dead though. Like I did not hold back.
Oh yeah, he's all sorts of done. On the upside, you've defeated him.
Yeah.
Dracus is no longer a threat.
Emotionally, I'll deal with that fallout later. 'Cause I'm pretty sure he was like helping homeless people or something. So
I'm fairly certain he was harvesting homeless people.
Hey, both words start with H.
yeah. So
Does anybody have a potion of healing?
I guess I'm the de facto healer. Tell you again.
I don't think
If you guys
Or-
run out of potions, you can always use a
8,
medicine check at a
10.
DC 10 to try and stabilize
I
somebody.
can. I mean,
What was that, Asher? 10? Excellent.
oh, cool.
Now slap yourself, boy.
Now I only
will-
have one left.
I will slap myself as well. With the
Can't happen again.
blessed light of Aminader.
Putting on some like
Give
aftershave.
me 7. And I'm good. I'm good for now.
I was going to make a comment about how I
You're
haven't
not gonna
taken
be good once I
damage in
tell you
combat in a
that he
while.
cleaved through a
and I was
little
like, maybe
part
I
of your-
shouldn't
No,
mention
because
that.
I don't hear you.
I have a backup.
You have
that
a
I keep
backup?
folded
Okay.
pristinely.
I can stitch that up for you.
Oh, thank you.
I can
Very
stitch you up
nice.
as well as stitch the scarf up.
Excellent.
So, what do we do? You have a dead dragonborn here in the room.
That's not great.
You have a room full of homeless people.
And we have an upstairs too.
You do have an upstairs. You have his apartment up there. Yeah.
Let's leave him here. We'll put him behind some slabs of beef.
Put him
We don't need
in
to clean up the blood.
fireplace.
Or in the grinder.
In the fireplace.
You have the locked
yeah.
cabinets.
We have an extra large meat
check
grinder.
check his body too. See if he has any.
And then we put him in the fireplace and we cook him.
Wait, have you ever seen those videos of the people that try to cremate their pets in the oven? I kind of think that's how this would turn out. So I kind of want to back up and go with the meat grinder idea.
Oh my gosh, this is such a dark episode.
So, yeah, we're going to spare the gory details on that.
Yeah, sorry.
We
Sorry,
take
kids.
care of the body.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, you're going to need to figure out like how you take care of it.
We
but,
put it under a table, and I'm sure there's a work tarp, and we throw it over top.
yeah,
Shove 'em in the sausage barrel.
there are some tarps around. The body is bigger than the barrel would be, and sausage usually means that you have to pull the bone out to do that. That would be
Right.
a time-consuming process.
All right.
That's
Hide 'em.
definitely.
Let's hide
I
it.
definitely want to field dress this dragonborn right
Yeah.
now. You know?
and
Hide it.
Sorry, Manchun, we spent all morning making sausage.
Yep. We don't have the time.
on that note, would you like some sausage?
we should set the building on fire.
What? No, stop. Why are you an arsonist all of a sudden?
We need to find the
It
bauble
would hide
first.
the evidence.
We can hide the evidence later. We need
And
to find the stone
bauble,
of
the
galore.
stone
We
of
can tell
galore.
people to leave because the building's on fire, so they'll think we're saving them. as opposed to the fact that we murdered their caretaker.
Nobody knows
Let
we're
me
here.
let me refer you, as Alan would say, to the Code Legal.
We just murdered a person.
Listen.
We are ignoring the fact we just murdered a person to look at the other parts. Remember, we're just cherry picking at this point.
No one knows we're here yet. Let's hide the body and find the Stone of Galore and get out of here
Alright.
and get Magpie back.
I'm just saying, a lot of those people probably are awake.
Yeah, but they didn't see you.
Close the door.
Let's go upstairs.
Yeah, we closed the
Alright.
door so they can't.
should
see
Hide the
us.
body, go upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah?
Well,
Yes?
did we finish searching this area thoroughly, or him?
In here, it's cleavers and knives and
When we
giant
Does he have
forks.
anything on him, like a key ring or anything on him?
He does, yeah.
personally? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Definitely.
He's got hearing.
Hearing. Excellent.
when
I
we
jingle
go,
it at you all repeatedly
All right.
for probably 15 seconds.
When we go to the
look what I got.
when we go to the hallway, I want to lock. The doors have locks on them. Please tell me the doors have
Yeah.
locks on them.
Yeah.
I lock his door, and then I run across the hall as fast as I can, and I lock the other door so that they can't come out and explore.
Make me an insight check. You're talking about the room with all
Yeah.
the sleeping people.
My insight is 5.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a great big lock on the hallway side of that room.
Yeah.
Knock it up. Sure.
Yeah. How? Yeah. That's. I lock it. Yep.
Let's
Okay.
go upstairs.
You're causing her a lot of distress right now.
All the doors.
You just locked a bunch of homeless people in a building.
There's windows
She
in
said she
there.
wanted
She's-
to set on fire.
There is that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were there windows? Were there windows in that room?
They're not going to break out the windows.
Well, they will. They will when they get hungry enough.
Let's go check out
always
upstairs.
hungry.
Agnes, let's go check up
All right.
upstairs. We can
You're right.
unlock it when we
Thinking
leave.
back,
Thank you,
you
Otter.
don't recall there being windows. There might have been windows in there at one point, but it
just
looks
feel
like
like
they've
maybe
been
they'll
like
start-
boarded over.
I'll unlock it on the way.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Let's go up. Let's go up.
Let's go up.
While they go up, can I go out to the hallway where those 4 cabinets were and see if I can keyring these open?
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll wait to go up. until
Oh, you
she
wanna come
checks
wake
that.
up?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
We've
you
learned.
you use the keys, right? Unlock the
Everyone
the
I
cabinets.
unlock, I pointedly stare at you at.
Right.
Having the key makes it way easier. I just
Yeah,
want to
or
point that out.
being the rogue makes it easier.
She tried her best, Marcellus. She tried her best.
Well, her best was not good enough, Otter. I am sorry. That's just how it is sometimes.
So while you're having your snippy back and
Yes,
forth,
we
like it
definitely
opens
are.
and you're kind of like opening the cabinet while talking, they see before you do that the inside of this it's basically like a morgue tray.
Oh God. Okay. I was expecting me to be like a flump, like jumps off and attacks my face. And, okay, so I turn around and there's a dead body.
There's a tarp on top of something.
I assume it is a dead body. To spare our kind viewers, I will not squeal like a child, but Marcellus, in character, squeals like a child, probably falls backwards against like the opposite side, and goes, Otter, what is that?
It appears to be a dead body.
Well, I will, yeah, check it. You check it.
I will remove the tarp.
Sure. It is a partially butchered dwarf.
I sniff him. That's
Yep.
that dude from before.
Is it? What dwarf?
He was outside on the floor.
He was outside on the floor. Some of
Tasted
the
him.
things you find really scare me, I'm not gonna lie.
It's the blood that you tasted. That's disgusting.
This is. We did not.
I hope you enjoyed opening the cabinets.
We
I
didn't
hope that was
serve.
something that
So
was
that's
worth
one
it
of
for you.
4.
Okay.
You want to keep going?
I like scowl at you.
I'm like this. I'm like, uh-huh.
In case there was any doubt left, like Thrakus is up to no good.
Yeah.
You may have just done community service.
Okay.
Give me the keys.
No, I got it. I got it. And I like steal myself.
Be strong, Marcellus. Be strong.
Every case I'm opening, I'm making a Constitution saving throw to see if I throw up everywhere. But this one I don't, so I'd like to head over to the next one.
Yeah, so you pull this one open.
And when I say like I will unlock these and then like move to the next one and not even open the door.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, yeah, I opened them. Yeah. You know.
I'll follow and open.
Yeah, so the second one, it's a pile with the tarp on top. You peel back the tarp. This one is, you're guessing that these are just wooden trays full of cuts of poultry. Looks like poultry.
Could be Tenku.
Oh. I didn't say it.
Just jigging.
You go to the third one.
Yeah.
You're pretty confident that this is beef.
What about the fourth one?
Oh.
I like
Not intentional.
I'm like very pale faced and like look very drained and I go, thanks for the consideration.
The last one is it's actually 2 pigs.
Well,
We can leave whenever you guys are ready.
The good news
yeah.
is
We have to
25% of the
search.
people that we've served only potentially head dwarf.
Oh, great. Awesome. That makes it so much better. It really does.
Let's close this up and go upstairs.
Yeah, okay. Uh-huh.
And never think about it again.
Yeah,
So
once
the,
we leave here, we're never bringing this up
Yeah.
again.
the door to the apartment is locked.
I think we have a key ring.
There you go. So
That was
yeah,
my keyring symbol, which was also kind of my
Kind of
Vincent
Vincent.
symbol.
Yeah.
So
the apartment on the opposite side of the door is in good repair. A wood-framed king-size bed is up against the wall. There is a window that looks like it's fairly new. There's a wooden armoire.
Check the armoire.
Yeah.
Sure. Inside the armoire, there are a couple of sets of clean clothes, a couple of gray cloaks. There's a heavy crossbow and a wooden case containing an assortment of crossbow bolts.
Are there any papers being held down by anything?
No, there are not.
I want to lift the mattress.
Sure.
Is there anything under there?
Just the way the sheets were tucked in.
Then I flip the mattress off. And by flip the mattress off, I mean Marcellus has a strength of 8, so it'd be
It's
like
a
me.
king-size
yes.
mattress.
So basically, I like lift it, and I'm like struggling to hold it above my waist, and then I like go, and I move it like 4 inches, and I go, ah.
I didn't see anything. Ah.
Are there any like desk or papers or anything?
Nope.
Man,
Should search
Check
for
for
hidden
doors.
stuff.
this
Secret
item is a
doors?
magical item. Can anyone like, sense a
From
magical
downstairs. Let us out.
I would
Item? In a minute.
Let's quickly search the room for secret doors.
Secret whatnots.
I do have detect magic, but I'm out of spell slots. Sorry.
Already? We just slept.
I
Yeah, she
failed.
used
I
sleep and
failed
charm.
sleep
Yeah.
and I
Sleep and charm.
charm
It's
person.
cool.
Yeah.
It's not anyone's fault.
Wait, don't I get my spell slots back
Investigate.
on a short rest?
Oh
as
yeah,
a
I
warlock?
want to do some
Look it up.
investigate.
Because I'll totally just like sleep here for an hour.
Oh, I'm gonna use.
All those guys are downstairs.
Oh, remember, you don't have a
door.
whole lot of time here.
Oh, right.
Because
So-
Manchun wants you back at noon.
Right.
It's
I
like
did
8
a
o'clock.
20 not natural for investigate the room.
Okay. You don't find anything of note. The window looks new.
I'm going to open the window.
Sure, you open the window.
I'll look outside, see
I'm
if
gonna
I
close
see
the
anything.
window.
Outside, there are some footprints in the snow leading across the roof and up to this window.
Somebody burgled
What
him.
size footprints?
Humanish.
All right, we should follow these footprints.
Yes.
Hold on, I'm gonna run down to the.
They come and go, obviously, right? The footprints? Or they just come?
In this case, they're just going.
Going away from here?
Mhm.
Footprints, let's go.
It's the only lead. All right, I run downstairs and I get to the door and I was like, "I'll let you out after you count to 100." And then I wait to hear if they count to 1.
You hear some faltering numbers. 1,
All right,
2.
yeah, just keep counting. To all the way to 100. If
2.
you mess up, start over. And then I unlock the door and I run upstairs as fast as I can.
Are we all going to climb out this window instead of walking out the front door like intelligent people?
Yeah.
No, we're
maybe
gonna
we
climb out
should.
this window.
Okay. Yeah.
I would like to not climb out the window.
I'm small and graceful. Let's
Yeah,
do this.
the,
Right.
the people in the room are grateful to be released as you're running through.
I try to keep them from like
like-
seeing my face.
Like you're running past the spiked body of
Yeah.
your buddy, the butcher. You hear one of the homeless people kind of like peek around. Ah,
No, we hit him.
oh, that's right. You did hide the body.
They're just really
Yeah.
perceptive.
Yeah, we've just probably hit it really
Not
crappy.
perceptive enough to not sleep here.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
saved. If anyone
Yeah,
asks,
so
we
you-
totally saved you.
You hear that one of them is telling the others, run before he returns.
Oh, okay.
And then as you're
Captives. Cool.
Cool.
Ow.
We did good.
We did.
Yay! No more conflicts.
sure. So heading up, and you want to go out the window from here?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
We're gonna try.
Okay. So it is treacherous, slick footing. There's ice and snow. You've got driving wind, low visibility. You do have the remnants of a path where someone very recently left out of here. With as fast as the snow is coming down now, you're pretty certain that they left minutes ago at most.
Wow.
Much longer, and the trail would have gone away.
Okay. Let's
Gotta
get
hurry
on
up.
it.
I would like
Get on a giddy up.
not go through the window and just wait to follow them on the rooftops if they want to run on rooftops.
Well, that's what they want to do.
Okay.
Out the
Then
window.
You guys
Does
go
Does the
on
trail
rooftops.
continue across rooftops?
Yep.
All right.
You see it like lead to the edge and then leap over the alley that separates it from the next building.
Fantastic.
I should climb on your shoulders and ride you through the snow.
I was
as a
planning
mighty
to
steed.
tie us together, but
Yes.
that works too.
Okay, beautiful. I love it. That, or we could find like a door and I could lash rope to you and you could be like a mush dog and I'll ride the door. This is the most important part of this campaign right now. But yeah, so you guys are running on the rooftops in the snow, like Spider-Manning from rooftop to rooftop. We're attempting to,
What could go wrong?
and we are lashed together, three-legged race style, running after them because we are an
I'm trying to
intelligent
point out
group
like
of
good places to
adventurers.
put your feet as I like run by. I'm like, don't step there, and don't step there.
Don't eat the yellow snow.
I got second story work, so I can jump extra long.
Sure, yeah. So this is right up your alley then.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna try to just as fast as I can
Sure.
follow these footsteps.
Yep.
Okay, so I am going to need some acrobatics checks. Agnes, you are going to go ahead and pass on this, so I'm totally fine with that. Otter, in your life, your pre-adventuring life as a blacksmith, I'm pretty sure running across treacherous rooftops is not in your.
I am a Goliath, though.
You are
I'd like to point out.
Okay, not helping your case.
Could I use my strength more to assist me? Meaning, can I roll athletics instead of
So
acrobatics?
part of the problem here is that there's a lot of ice, and you need to maintain your balance
Gotcha.
without crashing through the roof of whatever building you're trying to get to.
I am going to use my Goliath inspiration. Not my inspiration.
I am going to need 2 acrobatics checks out of each person that is up on the rooftop.
All right.
Astrid,
We're
if
good.
you are carrying Marcellus, you're at disadvantage on these.
I think this is a good plan.
I guess we can run
My
next to each
acrobatics
other.
is 1.
But we're running on the ground, right? Or
On the roof.
Oh, we're running on the roof. Oh.
10.
Oh.
So we're going to do these one at a time. So you got a 10,
11.
11. Marcellus?
Yeah. Natural 20.
Yeah!
You jump off her shoulders as she falls.
Yeah.
So with this,
Wing Mario style, Mario abandoning Yoshi, jump over the.
so with this, the first several leaps that you have to make are from flat roofs to flat roofs. Like it's not too terribly difficult. I was only looking for a 10.
Yay!
You can see where the trail that you're following, whoever it is, had in a couple of instances had sort of like either hunkered down and kneeled down, maybe to avoid city watch gaze, or maybe they were like taking shelter behind a chimney stack or something. But your next couple of roofs that you can see where the trail goes are pointed. So they are sloped, and there's the wall surrounding the city in the way. You see this trail actually lead over the wall that leads into Waterdeep.
We want to parkour off the
How-
roof
Yes.
onto the wall.
What kind of wall is it?
Obviously.
Big stone wall.
Is it
Anime
wide
style.
enough to just run
Yeah,
on?
Attack on Titan style, which is
Yeah.
not the wall down
Well, you
like
see the
this.
trail in the snow actually going from where you're at on these flat rooftops to the sloped roofs, to the angled ones. And then it looks like whoever it is climbed over
Yeah,
a
but you
low
said
section
that-
of the wall.
You said that the wall and the rooftops are running alongside each other. Instead of attempting to go over this, can I just jump here and go straight?
Well, you have the wall over on this side. You're coming at it.
Okay. I thought they were alongside each
Do
other.
I feel confident that if we got down from the roofs and walked, that we could pick up the trail on the other side of the wall?
You're not like from here. You'd have to go and get through the next whatever the closest watch post is, and then circle around and try and pick this back up. If they're on the roofs on the opposite side, with as fast as the snow is coming down,
Right, we
you're
wouldn't
probably going to lose it. You're
Right.
almost certainly going to have, at best, an extremely difficult time.
All right, let's
can
do it.
Jump over with a rope.
I am confident in
You
our
can jump
abilities.
over with a rope. That is a wise decision.
Yeah. I can, and then like at least, I don't know how
Lend-
that gives you any sort of advantage to have a rope strung
Lends a little
across there,
stability,
but
doesn't it?
By the way, Mr. DM, I have a rope. So you know.
So
Just
the rope would
pointed
be
it out.
handy for climbing.
But not for.
if you guys fall down, essentially, I could
What if they
help you
like
climb back
Indiana
up.
Jones swing from the roof?
All right, let's see who doesn't make it, and then I'll lower the rope for them.
I like how you're already confident. Good job, guys.
I think we're gonna make it. I
Lots
have
of
faith.
So what are we going to do?
We're gonna
Yeah,
keep
we're
going.
gonna Keep
Okay,
going,
I need-
yeah.
Yep. And Agnes, you're good. This is
Oh, okay,
this is what
cool.
you've trained for.
Oh my lord. I'm making a ridiculous number of crits today. and I'm
15.
okay with it.
So 15? 15 is a
15.
pretty good number.
21.
21.
Woo,
But that
22.
means you rolled a natural 20 as well. Nice. And 22?
Wow.
With flying colors.
Whoa.
Without losing a single step, you gracefully, like a herd of majestic antelope, leap from roof to roof.
Can we all land at the same time, like fist down,
Like superhero
style?
pose?
And then we just
Really?
we look around and we take off the sunglasses we weren't wearing in the scene before to look around dramatically.
Really just terrifying the poor family that has just sat down for breakfast as they hear
it's
the
like the
thunderous
middle of the
impact of 4 adventures on their rooftop
Yeah.
At 8 a.m.
at 8
We
a.m.
really inspired their kid.
Yeah, we did.
You did.
Grow up to be a hero now.
Yeah,
Right, right.
That's actually that kid grew up to be Hercules.
Yeah, so you leap across the roofs, you get up to the side of the wall of Waterdeep. Yeah, up and over?
Yep.
Okay, so up and over, there's a short, maybe about 10-foot drop to the next roof, and peering over that, you see that they dropped almost 2 stories to the road below.
Rope.
Ooh.
Rope down.
Where's the staircase that you have to put on here?
There isn't one.
Oh goodness! I vote that we send the squish people down, and then I can jump on top of them.
We can rope down and get
Yeah.
3 of us. The last person. Astrid.
It's what, 2 stories?
Yeah.
I could probably take that fall.
That's not the logic you use with that. Yeah, I can take this. It's fine.
So if we rope down, is there another like smaller 1-story building to the side where she could just jump to that one and then jump down?
From here, you could leap across to another building and try and search for that, but
Can we tie the rope to the wall? Is there something?
Is there a convenient weather vane?
so here's the thing. Entering Waterdeep by using any method other than one of the regular
probably
ports of
the
entry,
Right.
watch post, using the actual port, that would be in violation of the code legal. So if you tie your rope up here, who's getting your rope back? Because if the City Watch sees a rope tied to the wall, investigations will continue.
All right.
I can climb
Secure the
down.
rope and let's the 3 of us go
Oh.
down and Agnes try the
Yeah,
best and I'll
I'm
heal
super
her.
good at climbing because of my thieving. So why don't you guys use the rope and then I'll untie it and then plummet.
Do your best.
Sure.
And bear in mind, you're effectively like 20 feet up, right? It's not super huge.
The 3 of us can get on the ground and take off one of our cloaks and make one of those like fireman
fire-
things.
Yeah,
So you can
no.
jump into it.
If
I'm
you,
super good at climbing, so.
mechanically speaking, too, you can kind of like hang off one side and just drop. And
How
then
tall are you?
It's like 10 to 12 feet at
Right.
that point.
Yeah, let's use the rope to get the 3 of us down, then you climb down.
Can I instead tie my cloak under my arms and attempt
tall
to
are you?
fly off of the top
I
of the
am
roof
like 7
and
feet.
float down majestically?
Mary Poppins.
I think that works this way. Not sure though.
But yeah, if you
Yeah,
want to use the
6,
rope, if
7.
you want to hang, whatever, it's all good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's
We do it.
Okay. So it takes a little bit of time to do that, tying people off and just making sure that you've got a firm hold on it. Yeah, I mean, you've made up some ground. This isn't just a matter of seconds getting from the old windmill to here. It's several minutes of very quick movement and tracking. Down on the ground, who is proficient in survival? I need a survival check.
Proficient in survival. Ooh, I am.
Okay, so you have all this snow that's piled up. The space where whoever you're following, the space where they hit the ground, one of the footprints here looks much more impactful than the other, and it sort of looks like whoever it was when they came down, they probably landed fairly hard.
Look for the person with the limp.
Are there, while they're climbing down, can I continue to look at, are there more footprints leading away? In this
Yeah,
direction,
yep. You
or
can see it leading out towards one of the main streets here.
Do you see an obvious, like,
But-
favoring one side over the
Yes, yep. That's exactly what it looks like.
All right, let's roll.
Well, we have to wait for Agnes.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the time it takes her to determine that you'd be able to.
Okay,
drop
so
down
we
and
run
jump.
off.
Yep. Run
Okay.
down the street. They don't know we're chasing them. I'm guessing. So.
But now
gonna
there
catch up.
is chase music playing. we have assumedly come over a obstacle, so now we have got closer.
Yes.
Because we get a speed boost when we survive the obstacle.
Yep.
Yep.
Just look out for banana peels and red turtle shells.
Yes, yes.
Good, out to the streets.
Okay, so there's not a lot of activity. The city is beginning to sort of lurch into its normal routine, but with the inclement weather, there's a lot of people that just aren't going to bother coming out. You did see the trail. You already picked that up, so you can you can follow that through. Almost lose it in some of the traffic and in a couple of the intersections, but as you make your way around, you see the footprints peel off into one of the side alleys, and yeah. So you're standing in the main street. You have the alley here.
Can I ascertain what type of creature? Humanoid?
Yeah, it's definitely humanoid.
Smaller, like perhaps a woman or a child, or larger footprint?
They are somewhat smaller, so you're guessing human or elf woman.
Are we gonna find your grandma? Maybe.
Go down the alley. Right?
I was really hoping you were gonna like lick the footprint like blood, and be
I
like,
assumed that was happening the whole
it was
time.
a 6'3" female dwarf, approximately 110 years of age.
A 6'3".
Oh wait, yeah, I guess that didn't really.
Huge dwarf.
I'm sorry, Durger using it large.
Oh, using it large. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah, down the alley.
Okay.
Can we like do?
Yeah.
Do we feel like we're getting close?
You are pretty sure that person had a pretty significant lead on you. You made good time coming across the roofs. They apparently injured themselves on the way down, and you were able to do some initial tracking, so we're good there. The tracks they do look a bit fresher. As you make your way down the alley here, you've been traveling from the north side of the city. You came out of Field Ward, you've made your way through North Ward. You're actually getting down towards the northern border of Castle Ward now.
That's where your people live.
And following these tracks, looks like they lead almost directly to an old sort of, not quite falling down, but very obviously in disrepair, an old tower.
And
Front
the
door?
footprints lead into the like the rickety swinging in the wind door. That's okay. All right. I would
Astrid.
like to prepare an action.
As you get closer, the tracks are much fresher, and you're starting to see evidence of like basically just dragging the leg.
Is the tower freestanding?
Yes, it is.
Can I do a circuit around the tower, see if there are any footprints leading out, or if this person's definitely in there?
At a glance, you're not seeing any other tracks leading out from here.
Are there any other tracks leading?
Not that you're aware of.
And how long has it been snowing like this?
It started at some point overnight, so snow is beginning to pile up.
But somebody could have gone in half an hour ago. Their footprint gone.
Right.
I would like to ready an action that if I see what I think is this thing that we've been chasing, I would
A
like.
Dwargar within large.
Huh?
A Dwargar within large.
Yeah, the Durgar within large. But no, I would like to ready an action to cast Chill Touch on it. Not really with the intention to damage it, but Chill Touch.
That's it. That's a different thing.
Touch? I don't want to hurt it though.
Yeah, I just want to kill it. Well, Chill Touch, when I cast it, it's a ghostly skeletal hand that comes out for me, and it grabs it, and it holds onto it. It has a range of 120
That's
feet.
super creepy.
So my thought is
Did your new tablet teach you that?
Yes, it did. Right, as I pull out the like sickly green glowing tablet with the skeletal hand on it, I decided
The
that
hand
this
that
is
is
my.
one with the stone.
You got spells that I've never noticed before all of a sudden.
I've used like very few of my spells actually. I keep using the same ones over. Well, that's what a warlock does. You use Eldritch Blast.
Right.
So, but yeah, basically, as we're entering it, I would like to like already be ready to like cast Chill Touch if I see movement in hopes of like.
Sure.
Latching onto this thing, because then we can just basically follow my hand until we.
What if
reach
it's a
it.
bird?
Huh?
What if it's a bird?
If it's a bird in 120 feet, it'll go. And feathers will fly.
I'll go up to the door and see if it's locked. Like check it for traps, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Going to investigate the door.
Investigate the door.
And that is going to be a 17.
Sure. Looks like a door.
Guys, I think this is a door.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think so. Let's open it.
Let's open it.
Team Maximum Impact has decided to the door. All right, next
We've
step.
established step one.
Yeah.
This is a door.
Tune in next week when we discover kitchen sinks.
Right.
All right, I'm going to open the door.
Okay. So you pop the door. It creaks open. wasn't locked. It apparently wasn't trapped. Snow has blown in, and obviously very recently. There's really not any warmth in here. It's a little bit warmer than the outside, mostly because this is your windbreak.
Yeah.
A sort of a thin human woman is laying against the far wall. She does not seem to take notice of you. Her breathing is very labored. You see her foot at an odd angle from the rest of her leg. Yeah, she's sitting next to a door, but she is out of it.
Does she take notice of us when she's suddenly grabbed by a hand?
Well, I'm actually looking at this and going, oh, she's kind of already on the ground and not going anywhere. I don't think I need to worry about chasing her. My other fear is I'm going to throw this D8 of damage at her and just kill her. and so I guess I will...
She's hurt bad.
Okay, I will retract my skeletal hand, sadly. And put the
back in the stone with you.
I will put the skeletal hand attached to the stone tablet back into my pocket where it goes.
Yes.
And I will look at you, Otter.
Yes.
And say, this looks a little more your speed.
Perhaps. Let's approach and...
Sure. I would like to, be ready, though, if she, attacks us or, comes at us. That,
let's
I don't know, we pop
spread out and
off.
surround her a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
The room that you are in here is like a little vestibule here at the base of the tower. It's 15 by 25, so there's plenty of room to move around, but it's not wide open.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a door next to
Is
her.
there
There's the door you came through and the door that she's next to. She's not blocking passage.
So when you say tower, I'm thinking lighthouse with a spiraling staircase up.
If there's a spiraling staircase, it would be inside the main section, and you're not
We're
in
not in that
you're not
section.
in
Gotcha.
the round portion of the tower. This is that vestibule room at the base of it.
So I can see the ceiling.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, because I was very concerned about something landing on my head during this interrogation.
Like a spider.
Yeah.
I would like to, as we're approaching, I want to position myself in this doorway that she's next to. As we're surrounding her, kind of to make sure, I want to make sure that
She doesn't bolt.
Yeah. Well, I don't think she's bolting much of anywhere, but
Right.
with an ankle looking like that, we're not going to heal her ankle.
Correct.
We're just going to give her a point of hit points and be like, tell us everything. And then we're going to
Is
take
she out cold?
She's unfocused,
Okay.
basically going into shock. She's not unconscious, but she'll be there shortly.
Gotcha.
Like I said, you can very easily see that her foot is at an odd angle from the rest of her leg.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what you get for running on a broken ankle, you dork.
What would you do?
Let's go up and talk to her first, I think. And I walk up and I'm like,
Assume
who are you?
Assume this semicircle around her and approach, yeah.
Who are you?
Her eyes sort of flutter open, and as soon as that happens,
Looks like I have to waste a spell slot. I'm going to cure
Lay on
wounds
hands for
her.
1 point.
That's
Yeah.
a paladin thing.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Oh, dingleberries.
Yeah,
was there a rebuild?
Yeah.
I'll do cure wounds.
Sure.
Yeah, I rebuilt the entire cleric class just for this campaign so he could have lay on hands.
10.
Which I've apparently thought this entire session he
That
had.
is 10.
Oh.
Top.
Okay, so yeah, you
Can
channel
we,
some magical energy into her. You see her foot realign with the leg and
That's
kind
so
of pop
cool.
back into place.
So gross.
I'm an otter.
It didn't cross my mind until this already happened. Maybe we should have tied her up or something
That's
before
all
we
Well,
fix
she
her
is
broken
surrounded
ankle.
by the lot of you, so
Right.
Yeah, but I don't know. She also jumped across all these roofs and stuff and did that by herself without the social support of Impact Maximum or whatever we are. So
I'm stepping on her cloak, so she stands up. She'll be.
it is bam, go back down. Yeah.
yeah, so sure, her eyes open and she looks around. She's immediately overtaken by panic and begins to scream.
You're all right. Stop. I healed you. You're safe here.
She's still
safe.
screaming.
Shut up.
That was in character. He can't take it back.
All right, so yeah, she's basically screaming bloody murder.
Stop. Calm down. We're not here to harm you.
Ooh, wait, stop. I have an idea.
What?
I'm going to do a thing.
Yes?
I would like her to make a wisdom saving throw.
What are you doing?
I'm using my Fey presence
Yeah?
to charm her to shut up.
Well, she's in panic mode.
Yeah, she is.
So my 2 on the die, because I assigned disadvantage, is not going to win me any favors.
Well, you get to choose charmed or frightened. But since she's screaming and I don't want her to scream anymore, I guess I choose charm. I'll
Would be
choose charm.
redundant.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, I want to charm her and I would look at her and be like, calm down.
She takes a shuddering breath and stops.
Great. Now, what is your name?
She says that her name is Vivette Blackwater.
Someone that remembered their notebook, write that down.
Ooh.
Notes.
That sounds fancy and nobly.
Vivette Blackwater?
Vivette, with a name like Vivette, you know she comes from money.
Right.
Come on now. That or she's French, which still means she comes from money. All right, Vivette, what were you doing running, and why did you end up in here with a busted ankle?
She says that she was sent by Erstal to ensure that the stone gets to where it needs to be.
Are you in possession of the stone?
Oh, no.
Oh, goodness.
Did it get where it needs to be?
It did.
And where did it need to be?
The Bay Knights have it.
The who?
The Bay Knights.
The Bay Knights?
She seems like she likes the Bay Knights. There's a
So
little joy in her voice when she said that.
The term refers to the worshippers of Bane.
Bay Knights.
Bane.
I heard B-A-Y space
Yeah.
K-N-I-G-H-T-S, and I was
Yes.
like, is that like Waterdeep's football team or
Yes.
something? Like,
We are the Knights of Bay.
yes, yes.
I thought it was like a really bad a cappella group.
Yeah, all right. So,
Definitely not B-A-E, though. That's very different.
and when she says that, Otter, you totally fill us in on who Bane is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you know Bane is bad times. Bad news.
Because Marcellus would not know nor care about the history of Bane, so the only reason he would know is if you say something.
Did you steal it from
So
Thraxus?
Bane is a known god in the realms. So you'd know
Oh, okay.
that Bane is an evil god.
the
and
bare
those-
bones kind of deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you steal it from Thraxus? Is that why you were there?
No, Thraxus gave it to us. He's one of us. The Truzentarum.
Truzentarum.
That do or do not work for Manchun.
Manchun is all that needs to be destroyed.
Of course.
Awesome.
Where are these Bane Knights? Did you just drop the stone with them just now?
And that's it. This terms only lasts a handful of seconds. So
Yeah, and,
it
and
drops
that's
pretty
it.
quickly.
And she's back to.
That's fine. I mean, I think we got what we needed out of her.
We don't know where it is though.
Oh,
Can I be intimidating?
Yeah.
I'm good at
yeah,
that.
Please.
Sure.
do that.
Yeah.
You continue to.
I did my bit. You do your bit.
You continue to question.
Okay.
And I'll just growl menacingly in the background.
Okay. I like that.
Hmm.
I will assist your intimidation check. Is what I think that is mechanically.
17.
Nice.
Yay.
All she can tell you at this point is that she made it here. She turned over the stone as she was intended to do, and it's all in the hands of Bane now.
Are they upstairs? Where are they?
Did
somebody
I'm going to take a shot in the
leave?
dock. Otter. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
I'm going to take a shot in the dark, Otter, my friend, and assume that maybe she deposited the stone elsewhere and then led us here.
No, I think from her
footsteps
words, it
never
sounds like she
went anywhere.
dropped it here.
I mean, we were rushing. We could have ran past a Church of Bane, and she could have tossed it in the front door, and we wouldn't have even known the difference.
I'll grab her by the robe. Be like,
Oh.
Where is the stone now?
I want to, as he does that, I want to look at her and be like, "Well, now you're in trouble because you got the nice guy mad."
This is for Magpie.
Yeah, for Magpie. Yeah. Can you do like a quad like intimidation check for Magpie to get her to spill all the dirty secrets for the rest of the? No, just kidding.
Yeah. So I mean, sure, you can rough her up and everything else, and she just tells you that what the Church of Bane is plotting is already underway.
I think we just need to go.
They're
to the
just
Church
in the
of Bane.
basement,
We're just
What
in
was
what?
that?
and she smiles like the crooked.
What was the last
You guys
sentence?
were paying attention.
What was the last sentence? I didn't catch it.
Something about the basement?
There's another door. I'm gonna open that door.
Well,
The door that
she
I-
was standing. She was sitting next to a door.
Yeah.
The door that I was standing in front of.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I'm
was
gonna go investigate that door.
I
Yeah,
guess
you
I
pop that
didn't
open.
Ask in my head stupidly. I literally assumed it was like another door leading outside.
No, it's leading to the auto.
I did the smart thing and asked all the details.
Agnes, what do you say? To the basement? You took it to the
She
basement?
said something about the basement. Let's just explore this place.
All right, I throw her
See if we
aside
can
like a
find-
rag doll.
I'm going to go ahead
Can we
and
like
try
knock her out or something?
You're gonna what?
She's gonna
Try
freeze
her
to
out, knock
death.
her out. Leave her
Oh,
here.
okay. So there's a vote for restraining and rendering her unconscious.
Yeah, let's restrain her.
Okay.
Take, tie her mouth up
Yeah.
or something.
I like how the robe
Tie
is
her
like the most.
mouth up.
Yeah, you're like the nicest person.
I'm playing this
We
all
just
wrong.
we could just shove a bunch of snow in her mouth and she get brain freeze, so that she won't be able
Like
to
a
talk.
Slurpee.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go through the door.
Yeah, that's right. No cherry syrup for you.
All right, so yeah, when you look in the round chamber, just on the other side of this door, there's a spiral staircase surrounding the center column. The staircase goes up and it goes down.
I would like to listen down, see if we hear voices or anything.
Not from here, you don't.
All right, we're
She
under a
said the
time crunch.
basement.
All right.
We're under a time
Basement.
crunch. Let's go.
All right.
Do we even want to? I could run upstairs and double check upstairs and meet you guys downstairs.
No.
Ooh, we could half go upstairs, half
No.
go downstairs.
Yes,
No.
split the party. It's been a week.
Everyone, let's go downstairs.
But what if there's something upstairs?
We'll find out later.
But what if we don't find out later because it's
we'll
gone?
be dead.
But it's all tied. Okay. Upstairs or downstairs?
I pick up the cow and I go down the stairs.
Oh, we're going downstairs. I cannot. I will not. Yes, we are. I am in the basement apparently.
Okay. So we are heading down the spiral
I
staircase.
like that I'm like
on our way
standing
down.
here like doing this, looking at it, and you're just like, no.
Screechy
Well,
lady
this is
said
what we do.
basement.
The Church
She
of
did.
Bane followers wouldn't perform their duties in the sunroom upstairs. Much more likely in the basement.
No, that's where they keep the jewels.
Well, then we'll go kill them all and have more time to loot the jewel room.
Oh, goodness gracious, friends. We're about to have a good time.
So you make your way down the staircase, and it descends a good like 25 feet below ground level. So you're not hearing
Super
anything because
cold.
it's significantly down. It is cold. It is frosty. A thin layer of ice along the walls. Even the stairs are a little treacherous. You get down to the bottom, and you are going to see a couple of things. You are in a small basement cellar chamber. There is a small circular wooden table surrounded by 4 stools. There are some empty barrels. There's a deck of cards scattered across the top. There are some crates against the southern wall. Against the north wall is a sturdy oak door with iron fittings and a fairly high-end lock built into it. And you are going to see 5 people down here.
Uh-oh.
Is it more homeless sleeping people?
It is not homeless sleeping people. They all have the holy symbol of Bane.
Oh,
The
bad
woman at the
guys.
front looks at you, smiles, and she says, I see you have come with offerings. Bane be praised. And that is where we need to take our 10-minute break.
Oh, okay, yeah, I do need some pretzels. Because it's about to get spicy in here.
Yes, so when we come
Gotta
back,
carve
you
up for
have
this fight.
Church of Bane.
Yay!
Woo!
Church of Bane, Church of Bane.
That muffin was.
Alan, you're on.
All right. We're back. We had a short break. Thank God. We all needed it.
I had to pee so bad through that whole battle, but I was really part of it, and I kept trying to like be like, no, I passed my attack.
All right. So just before our break, we came down into the basement of this old tower. You had gotten a little bit of information about how the Church of Bane wanted to take possession of the Stone of Galore. You made it down here to find.
You still don't know what this thing does.
No, you don't. You made it down here to find
It's on paper. Yeah.
5 people, all wearing holy symbols of Bane, and they all say that you have brought the sacrifice. Your adventure's intuition tells you that you are probably the sacrifice.
Right.
I love
Right. So
Like, I didn't
before
bring
we
anything.
dive in and we do
What are you talking
initiative
about?
and all that stuff, I have one stream-centric announcement to make for everyone watching. And anyone who happens to be in the chat, good for you. In about an hour or so, we have a very special announcement. So this is your heads up. Please don't go anywhere. There is a certain giveaway that we'll be doing later. So stay in touch, and we'll be here. I'll be working with the moderator to hook that up.
Excellent.
So we have we have some evil cultists, evil priests looking at you right in the face. They're not mincing words or playing around. I'm gonna go ahead and need initiative out of everybody.
Ooh.
I would like to go last.
I would like to go first.
So Otter, what do we
9.
have? I'm sorry.
9.
9?
That's not a German no. I'm telling you the number 9.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Agnes,
16.
16. Marcellus,
I got an 11.
an 11. Got it. Astrid,
21.
21.
I hadn't actually done the math of what I rolled. I just looked at the dice and I was like, that sucks. And then I was like, oh wait, he needs the whole number. And just to clarify, they obviously have seen that we are all standing here, and very obviously we are aware of them and they are aware of us.
Oh yes.
We are no longer hidden. Okay. Well,
Nope.
alright,
They heard you coming down the
Sneaky
stairs.
we are not.
I assumed they're like metal stairs, and we were like clunk, 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 clunk. Like those like vibrating ones, you know, that like no matter what you do, they make noise.
And somewhere on the way down, I put down the cow.
No.
Probably a good plan.
I did enjoy the temporary rest, thank you. I will benefit from healing my spell slots for that short rest. Yes, Alan?
It didn't take you an hour to travel 20 feet.
Well, you know, we could have arranged that if I needed to know that's what needed to happen, but...
Okay, so with this, it is a fairly small area. Do you need me to put a map out, or are we
mine's
just kind
more
of narrating
fun.
through?
I think
And
narrating for this one. If there's nothing special about the room.
When we narrate it, we get to do more.
and that's kind of what I found, but I defer to your request on this. So,
And I can't reach the mini area anyway, so I'm good with that.
man, if only whoever built the table could be talked to.
You can build like slots that you slide in with your wheel.
The chairs are all.
We could do it like one of those old electric football tables. All right, so let's go ahead and get the show on the road. Astrid, the priests have looked at you, the priests and priestesses of Bane, and you're pretty sure what they intend.
How far away are they?
You're at the base of the stairs. They're maybe 15 feet away.
Okay. So they're within getting up in there and smashing.
Yeah. Like mechanically, this is pretty simple. Here's a mostly square room. You're coming off the stairs, and they're standing there.
I am doing good at this dice thing today. I'm going to go up to the lady who spoke.
Okay.
If
So
providing
they're
I
wearing
can reach her.
fur-lined robes, big holy symbols of Bane hanging on chains around their
I can
necks.
cast Detect Magic at will, because I'm a warlock. I am a grade A moron.
That revelation would have
21
been really
damage.
helpful earlier on.
21 points of damage
Now
Wow.
to our friend the priest.
Nicely done. Good way to start it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody follow my lead.
Yes. I'm sure we will all roll equally well as Astrid. Empirically, that's been so true.
Everybody crit. It'll be fun.
Everybody crit.
It's fun, guys. You should try.
All right. There is that.
What, hitting things and doing damage? That doesn't sound fun. Yeah, or I could roll some dice.
I rolled a 20.
Oh, I like those numbers.
Those are fun.
Yeah. My dice
those are
only
good
have
numbers.
20s on them. Is that allowed in organized play?
No.
Oh. Well, what about my D6s that have 20s on them? Are those...
So Marcellus falls over unconscious.
Yeah. I guess the real question would be, if my dice are this awesome and cheaty, how have I been rolling so poorly?
So I'm going to go ahead and let you kind of think about that. As Otter, you recognize what the priest casts.
Okay.
It is a spell by the name of Spirit Guardians. That's a face.
Oh no!
So the Astrid has like marshaled right up into her face, and she takes this huge hit coming off of your half orc, and she retaliates by casting a spell. She's cast Spirit Guardians. So these are like spectral, not undead, but this spectral, ephemeral, wispy, protective agents that flit all around the room, protecting her and her allies. Meaning they are striking all of you.
How many?
Pretty much the whole room.
No, how many of them are there?
It is a spell effect, so
Oh, okay.
these aren't like attackable things.
Oh, like an AOE kind of deal.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yep.
Is it a one-time or is it renewing?
You're
So
going to
this
get
is
hurt now.
Spirit Guardians is a concentration spell. You call forth spirits to protect you. They flit around to a distance of 15 feet. If you're good or neutral, their spectral form appears angelic or fey. If you're evil, they appear fiendish. Guess what these look like?
Agents
Angels?
of Bane.
Fallen angels, maybe, with scaly skin and horns, maybe tails.
I like those kind.
Yeah, right. My people.
Yeah. Brother, why do we fight like this?
So the rest of the spell description: when you cast the spell, you can designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it. She has selected her allies. Go figure, right? Mm-hmm. An affected creature's speed is halved while in that area, so all of your speed is cut in half. When the creature enters the area for the first time or starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it's going to take radiant damage if you're good or neutral, or necrotic if you're evil. On a successful save, they take half. Make sense?
So we're just going to start taking.
How long is that?
Damage.
Just concentration?
We walked into
Concentration
like
until
spike drops.
she casts something else that takes concentration,
Or we break
until
her
you break her concentration.
We can do that.
Shut up! Look, did you like that? That was a throwback Jurassic scene quote right there.
If she takes damage, does it break your concentration?
I would have to make a concentration check, so there is a chance.
Okay, good.
Basically, the bigger the damage, the better your chances.
Hit her.
I just did.
Yep.
Hit her as much as you
Is it
can.
only when you enter the room that
The
you have
first,
to...
so when you coming off the stairs, when you enter the basement, your speed is cut in half.
Right.
Then you would also take damage based on if you make or fail to save.
Right.
And then at the beginning of your turn, as long as you're in that area, you will continue to take damage.
Okay, so it keeps going as long as
It
you're in
keeps
the area.
going until
Gotcha.
someone makes that spell go away.
I got
Perfect.
you. All right.
That sounds
Agnes.
lovely.
And it's a small
All right.
room, so it's the entire room.
Am I
Yeah.
in the room right now?
Everyone's at the base of the stairs, so
I'm not.
well, except Astrid.
So I haven't entered the room
You've
yet?
not yet entered the room, but
Okay.
this is like it's a 5-foot staircase. Like nobody's going to be able to press through until you guys actually get in.
So no one can get past me.
They can go through your square. They just can't stop there and
Okay.
do actions and stuff.
Well, I want to
because
shoot.
you are blocking things.
I want to shoot into the room,
Okay, you can
With
shoot
my
it.
arrow.
That's fine.
and then I'm gonna do advantage.
At who?
Yeah, at the mystical lady.
Okay, well she's already threatening. She's adjacent to the priest,
Sneak attack.
So it works.
so you don't need to.
Whoa. So that works. Even a range attack works.
Basically, sneak attack works in one of two ways. Either you have to, for some reason, possess advantage on the attack, for whatever
Right.
reason, or an ally has to be within 5 feet.
Oh, that's cool.
So so her running up and hitting there and hitting her with this axe over and over again. You
Right.
can literally just stand here and.
I
pull out
thought I didn't know
arrows.
that it worked with
Now-
ranged attack.
You can. You don't have advantage on
Right.
it, but you can
Yes.
still use your inspiration to get advantage on your attack roll if you prefer.
No,
Okay.
But you did trigger
going-
the sneak attack.
I'm gonna sneak attack it. For 13.
An AC of 13?
Yes.
Sure.
Yay.
Aye.
Cool. And then that's this.
Pick the dice that are gonna go really high and roll good numbers.
Yes. Pick only the ones that'll roll very. high.
Yeah, do you want my D6s that only have 20s on them?
So 13 points of damage from that arrow.
She keeps her spell.
No.
Yes.
That's enough. That's a 6, not a 9 or whatever.
But yeah, she keeps the spell. She has taken damage. Marcellus.
Yes. I'm imagining that like big spiral staircase down this tunnel, and we're at the bottom of this like tunnel,
Right.
and we've come and we're here, and there's like a 5-foot doorway, but like if I backed up, I'd be like around the corner in cover essentially.
Right. You don't have line of sight to anything in the room until you get either in Agnes's space or you get in the room.
So my thought is basically what I want to do is I want to pop out, shoot off an Eldritch Blast, and then duck back into cover. Is that something I can
You don't
feasibly
have
do?
line of sight until you get into Agnes's space or you get in the room.
So if I use movement to get there,
If you go into the room, you're going to take damage
all right.
because Spirit Guardians is up.
Well, I don't have a choice. I'm going to try. All right, so I'll step in, and then what kind of save do I make?
Wisdom saving.
Wisdom saves. That was pretty decent.
As you are swarmed by spectral fiends.
17.
Okay.
Just try to ignore them.
As they like punch me again and again and again.
Best thing is to not
So-
pay attention.
The way we're going to run this, roll 3d8.
I don't like that.
All right,
Either of those
that is a
numbers.
6, that is a 5, and that is a 4.
15.
Yeah.
So, okay. Do you want your 15 or whatever I rolled? Now, you made your save, so you're going to take half. But
Yeah, so do I want, what was that? I would take 7, I think. I'll take the 7. I'll take what I rolled.
So you take the 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. So you take your 7 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
You can finish your turn.
Okay.
Just bear in mind that your speed is cut in half, and moving through an ally square is difficult terrain.
Okay, I mean, I'll come in and
So
be like, hi, I'm standing right next to you, and stand here.
what's your speed?
30.
So it's 30. You spend 10 to get through her space. So now you're down to 20 as soon as you get in the room. That cuts your speed in half. You're now down to 10.
Okay.
So
From where I'm at, can I pop off a shot?
sure, absolutely.
all
You just won't be able to move back into safety.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's if I have to do that next turn or something, whatever. All right, Eldritch Blast. That is going to be a 24. 24 to hit.
24?
Yes.
24 hits.
And she is going to take 7 points of Eldritch Blast damage.
She's not a fan of that 7 points.
Excellent.
I take 7, you take 7. And then she takes a Constitution saving throw. Or a Constitution,
Yes, she does have to make the con save.
Because she's going to fail. Yeah.
No, that's a 19 on the die.
I spoke too soon.
You did.
It was it was upside down. Remember, it's
Oh. Yes.
a 19 upside down looks like a 61. Never mind.
Otter.
All right. This might do me in, but I'm going to enter the room.
Okay.
Wisdom being my highest save. 12?
What are you trying to do? Oh,
I'm
that's
just
for
entering
your
the
saving
room.
throw?
Yep.
So roll your 3d8.
I hate this part too. Yeah, I sympathize, friend.
2, 8, 7, 17. I'm going to go with what you rolled.
Okay, I only rolled a 15. You failed your save.
Oh no.
That kept me standing.
Woo! Heal yourself.
One more round.
Please heal yourself.
Okay, all right. I've got things.
So coming off the stairs and getting through your ally's space, you hit the zone. Your speed is cut in half. You don't have quite enough movement to get up to the priests, but you're in.
Yeah, I'm in the room. I don't want to be up to the priest.
Okay.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word
Oh, good.
to hopefully keep myself alive. That's 2 plus 2. And myself, that's not going to be enough.
Hey, that's enough.
And then
Then you're gonna kill her.
I'm going to cast Shatter
Yeah, you are.
in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point. They must make a con save
Sure.
of 12. I'm going to try and not get Astrid if I can, but everybody else. Most importantly, I want to hit the woman.
Yeah.
And I'm going to channel Divinity and use my Destructive Wrath to deal maximum damage instead of rolling for thunder damage.
Nice.
So it's 24 points if they fail to save, 12 if they don't.
so what's your DC?
12.
Okay.
I think a huge blast of thunder will break her concentration. That's
Hopefully.
my hope.
So what is your damage?
24.
24.
Please just. Alan's like, oh, the encounter's over now.
So a couple of things. You shatter this whole space down here. You hear an ominous rumble of stones grinding against stones. The ceiling begins to
We are
buckle.
underground.
And oops.
She drops, which means the spectral fiends go away.
Boom!
Just saved my own life.
3 of their allies also collapse.
How many?
3.
So there's 2 up.
Wow.
There's 1.
1 up,
Because it was
okay.
her and 4 allies.
Okay, so there's 5 total. So 1 up.
Love shot. I'm an otter. You see me like bend down and just
Yes,
raise
you're a
my
happy
fist.
little otter.
Yes.
Yeah, so you channel divinity, the holy symbol of Amunatar flares into life in front of you. The stones groan and buckle.
I see it as like a spectral hammer comes
Okay.
in and like slams on the ground as loud as it can.
Okay.
Blacksmith.
Sure.
On a,
Yeah.
What do you call it? Anvil.
I thought-
Hammer and anvil.
I thought you were gonna be like, it's an otter, and he's clapping his shells.
That's so much more menacing. Yeah.
Like this little,
Those
like
things have
fluffy,
sharp
like
teeth,
spectral,
man.
like otter, like a what are they called in Harry Potter? The Patronus, like starts like flitting around the room, and it like comes up and it goes, boom, boom, boom. It's like blows their eardrums out.
That is a fantastic opening move. Your
Yeah.
god
Yeah.
is
Jeez.
your god is perturbed.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does not
I
like
think I've
this
been
other guy.
converted to I'm an otter, not gonna lie. He's done a lot of good for you this last
Aminator
session.
will be the bane of their existence.
Oh, you lose
I'm,
inspiration now.
I need your inspiration.
Yeah.
All right, so well done. There's one of those priests left. You have the ceiling groaning. The floor is all basically dismantled at this point.
You guys take care of the rest.
That last one is making a mad dash for that wood and iron banded door back in the corner.
Good, let him open it.
Yeah, that's a
Astrid?
good point.
It's got the big fancy lock. I'm going to follow behind him and ready an attack for when he unlocks the door
Nice.
successfully.
That's
Okay, he's got the door
brilliant.
unlocked. He's getting ready to
Oh, well,
step
then I just
through.
hit him.
Well, then his use has
I
expired.
like the visual of you like just sitting there while he's like desperately peeing.
And he's like looking over the shoulder at her, like, "Oh no, what am I going to do when this door is unlocked?"
This sounds like a scene from Skyrim.
It's a 19.
Oh yeah,
That's more than that, actually.
I don't know where you bought your dice, but I would also like
Yeah.
to purchase dice from those
Yeah.
people.
Can we all place an order for your dice, please?
Yeah.
But here's the thing: it doesn't matter what set of dice we get. I've given her so many sets of dice over the years.
Yeah.
Every time I crit him, is he dead?
Do you hear the salt in Alan's voice? This has been like the sole argument in their marriage for the last however many years.
We'll go to public events and people will be like, "She's cheating the dice. Give her a different set. Give her one of your sets.
Yeah.
It's not gonna change."
You're like, yeah, it doesn't matter.
I have a tally. At the
If you
top
can
of my
fix it,
sheet.
please let me know. Thanks, awesome.
I've rolled this many crits since we started playing.
Wow.
What are you up to?
13.
Yeah, well, I've probably like rolled like 17 natural ones, so ha.
You should have kept the tally.
I should have for my suckiness
Hey,
compared to your awesomeness.
It's still a crit.
That is true.
So
wrong
yeah,
guy.
Like Aminator,
wind
you
up,
are a
you
light in the
hit-
darkness.
There's I mean this
Not much holding them together.
This priest was pretty gravely injured to begin with.
He's dead now.
Yeah.
I imagine shatter
he's
like
all done.
blows up bones in your
and his
body.
pain. Good. Let's search for the stone, and if not, we go through the door, right?
Yeah. Ceiling is beginning to groan and buckle.
Can I make
You've
a-
got
Go through
dirt
the
and
door
dust
really
beginning
fast.
to
Are we still
shower
rolling with
down.
an initiative, or are we open now?
Figure out your actions. You're all reasonably certain that the ceiling's about to collapse.
Well, I want to make like. Does it? Did it appear that they were doing some sort of ritual or something in here, or were they
Not
just
that you're
hanging
aware
out?
of. You just came down. They basically greeted.
And I'm gonna check the
Bodies.
woman's
Check the
clothes
pockets.
for the stone. If I don't see it, let's get out of this room now.
Can I make a quick perception check around to see if there's anything that sticks out that I maybe want to do something about before we evacuate? That's a 14.
Nothing really jumps out at
Nothing.
you. Otter, I need an investigation check out of you.
Investigate
You said
quickly,
you're
Otter.
checking the.
I
body.
didn't. I'm going too quickly. I didn't see anything.
What'd you get?
4.
Okay, yeah, looks like a body.
Yep.
Okay.
It's just a body. Let's go.
So we don't have time to check pockets, right?
We could drag her by her
Yeah,
dead
just
hair.
bring her with you.
Yeah.
Throw it over your
I'll grab
shoulder.
her
Sure.
and pull her along.
And there's one in front of me that I just killed. I'll kick him in. Take her good time. You might have given it to an acolyte. You never know.
And it would be this one specifically because he survived.
So
And then, yeah.
are we going back towards the stairs or to that
room.
door
We're
back
going
in the
We're
room?
way through.
Oh my gosh, are we gonna get buried alive down here? Is this like a little like broom closet we're about
So
to
you
enter
open the
in?
door. You're hearing groaning and you're starting to hear stones falling from behind you. The opposite side of the door, it's a 15 by 15 space with a magic circle inscribed on the floor.
Nobody knows how to use that.
The shower of stones behind you is becoming more and more rapid. The chamber is beginning to fill with dust.
Is the stone in there, Astrid?
No. Magic circle, I don't know how
There's
to
a
use.
crack, and you hear a large chunk drop from
To the
ceiling.
stairway.
Use
To the stairway.
No, we're not making it. I bodily push through everyone, and I'm like, This room or nothing, your choice, and I'm going in. This thing is done. We're not making it up 20 feet of stairs. That's
a good point.
With the difficult terrain, that's at least another 12 seconds, and this is coming
We're
down.
going to get to a tower that's no longer exists.
We're going to be within the rubble, yeah. So,
but he cast it this way. The stairs were behind him.
Yeah,
they could very well.
But the whole thing's just coming in on
The
itself.
stairs are on the opposite side of that chamber from where you're at now, and the ceiling is collapsing.
All right, let's
are we
go
all
into the
going
room.
in?
We are in the room.
Yeah.
Let's go into the room.
We go in the room?
Found a circle.
The ceiling finishes its collapse. The room fills with choking dust. There is no light.
It's okay. I
Whatever
have dark
candles
vision.
and lanterns they had down there are now completely crushed. You look through, like, half the door is now missing because stones have filled that space.
I'll light my lantern.
Yeah, I'll cast light on my scarf.
It's fancy.
I imagine it like flows with like an energy, you know. I would like to make an Arcana check on this circle inscribed on the ground.
Sure, yeah.
That is a 13.
And who all is proficient in Arcana? Okay.
Aren't you a thief?
I really like. You really went for that.
Yeah. Ooh, pick me.
I can't remember why I chose it. but
probably-
I'm really excited that it comes up a lot.
Yeah.
You probably, when you were building your character, there's an archetype for rogues called Arcane Trickster where you do magic things.
I doubt I had a thought process.
This looks cool.
Yeah, I was probably like, yeah, she'd know magic shit, of course.
So,
That's why every single one of my characters has animal handling. I don't care what character it is, they all have it.
that's your theme. Agnes and Marcellus, I need insight checks out of the two of you.
I am so insightful that I got a 7.
Okay.
I got a 17.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can be insightful. I'll be Arcanaist.
So a couple of things are going to happen here. Otter, Astrid, like you're looking around, like checking out the collapse of all the stone. You are trapped in this 15 by 15 room. There are 4 of you. Means your air supply is pretty well limited at this point. Marcellus.
Yes.
You are focused on studying that magic circle on the ground. You've seen similar ones before. It's not really magic that you're personally familiar with, but you believe that this is a teleportation circle. You know that teleportation circles can be learned if you have the time to study the rune sequence and transcribe it. You're just not sure that the air will hold out that long. Agnes and Marcellus, I need you to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh, no.
Marcellus, you are at disadvantage on this.
Oh, goodness gracious.
The reason I asked for this is you both made Arcana checks. Something about this whole thing is not quite sitting right, and you feel something sort of scraping at the back of your psyche.
14.
9.
Okay. You're good, Agnes.
Congrats, you're awesome.
You know,
All right.
you briefly felt some presence in your mind, but you batted away.
It happens so often, I'm so used to it.
Magic is weird and wonky. Marcellus,
Yeah.
come here.
Oh, come here?
Come here.
Physically?
Yes, physically come here.
Standing, that's a lot. I
I'll
didn't sign this contract to stand.
And Otter and I are just doot-de-doot-de-doo.
As you are studying the sigils and the magic circle, you see that sort of half tumbled out of the priest's pouch.
Can I grab it?
Sure.
Oh boy.
It calls to you.
It's my spoopy tablet. I pick it up
Yeah, it calls to you.
and I grab it and I
This is gonna end well.
look at you all and I go,
Yeah.
I found the paperweight.
Do you want to pass that around? Show it
Yeah.
off?
Yeah, let's take a look.
As soon as you grab it,
Yeah.
you know what it is.
Yeah.
You
no.
know that is the Stone of Galore. The priest
Yeah.
was holding on to
Oh,
it.
it's so creepy.
Yeah. It definitely, yeah, that's
It's creepy.
terrifying. I did the find.
I feel like it's
Why did
looking
I
at
fail
me.
my wisdom save? Was I like mentally unable to resist the stone's calling?
It wanted to be found.
Ashes. Oh, guess what I'm doing
Yeah, that's
now
not
every
creepy.
4 seconds saying that.
That's not creepy at all.
It's my own.
So you two that were
Magpie
proficient in
music.
Arcana,
Oh gosh.
you recognize this as a collection of basically like petrified aboleth eyes.
An aboleth.
And
Ooh, they're
aboleth,
spooky.
it basically looks like a squid, They are horrible telepathic, telekinetic monstrosities.
Ooh.
Yeah, they have 3 eyes.
I'm so glad Marcellus has this.
Yeah,
It makes
think
total
of a
sense.
better person.
I would like to specifically put my newfound trinket in the pocket I also keep the skeleton tablet in.
Okay.
Cool.
This is my creepy
Maybe they'll
stuff
communicate.
pocket.
This is
form
my
into
creepy
one.
pocket, yeah.
Let's
No, I'm
keep 'em all
hoping to like
together.
reach in and then I'll like pull out and I'll have like a Hellboy but like green fist of like awesomeness. Get on the homebrew train, mister. But we have the stone,
Excellent.
which is
But we're stuck in here.
but we are stuck
And
in
we're running
here.
out of air.
We are running out of air. So everyone stop breathing.
What time is it?
After your rooftop chase and getting here, you're 9:30ish, 10ish.
So it's not like he's going to be here any second.
Right.
He said he'd find us
Right.
He did say he'd find you
at noon.
at
Do
noon.
I
You're not
think-
quite sure how much time you have left.
I don't feel like I probably don't feel like I could successfully transcribe and do this whole shenanigans by myself in the limited time we have in this pit, correct?
Do you know the teleportation circle spell?
No.
Then all you know is the theory of it. You wouldn't know how to use the runes, but you do know, thanks to a friendly little voice poking away inside your brain, that you want to attune to the stone, become one with the stone.
I have an hour. All right.
Wait. I have an idea.
Okay.
We have sending stones.
But they-
Magpie has one of them.
Magpie, can you hear me? Over.
Right. Tell Manchun to come early. I don't know how far he is or how far they work.
I just imagine the other end coming on and just like magpies screaming endlessly, and he's like, "I told you not to interfere," and we're like, "Oh God."
It's the event horizon of communications.
Oh no! Stop that! I did not sign up for that. It is. Don't we start that at 9 a.m.
Look, it's
Pacific
just-
time?
It's just a little Sam Neill and Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh, okay.
I'm
I
going
forgot
to
that's such a good movie.
I'm going to cure wounds on myself.
Are you going to attune to the stone?
I would like to position myself in the center of this teleportation circle, cross-leggedly, looking majestic and arcana-y. And I would like to basically tell you all that that I need quiet for an hour, which might be a lot to ask for our lot.
Do we have a way out? Is that room is collapsed? It's totally shut off.
It is completely shut off.
It's
at
this
point.
or nothing, basically, is kind of what I'm getting at. So basically, like, consume as little energy as possible, breathe as shallowly as possible, or whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't take a nature check or any really amount of intelligence or wisdom to figure out, like, there's limited air here. I should probably breathe slowly.
So I kind of want to
Conserve energy.
put that all off and then start like meditating in the circle and try to start the attunement process.
If only I had a necklace of fireballs, we could blow our way out of here.
You would literally cook us alive to the bottom of this pit, and we would be no better for it.
It would make a hole.
Yes,
you
a
would
deeper
set off-
hole.
In us.
You'd basically set off a 40-foot explosion in a 15-foot space.
What would that would-
You'll notice I'm not saying no.
Don't give him ideas.
I don't need the ideas. You have them.
You're right,
I
we
merely
do,
react.
Yeah, so I'm oming and attempting to attune to said Stone of Galore, which, goodness gracious, what the heck could that be like?
I'm writing.
Attuning to the item that we've like been searching for this whole time. If I start growing tentacles, please just end me. Or something. Like I don't know what to expect.
As the group of you, the 3 remainder here, you're trying to stay calm and collect yourselves while she's doing her attunement bit. You actually see the stone move of its own volition and sort of crawl up until it's situated right like where a pendant would hang, and it sort of anchors into her sternum.
Ew.
I'm really glad
That's
that
like
it
a
wasn't
really
me that
terrible
found
Iron
it.
Man.
Yeah.
The eyes all sort of blink.
Oh God! I get out my journal. I start writing like my last will and testament.
I'm gonna take my.
Rule number 101: always write a testament before you go adventuring.
I know you're attuning. Don't let this bother you, but I take off my scarf and I tie it over you just so it blocks the pendant.
You're like, that's just
is
really
better.
creepy, man. For a second, I thought you were gonna be like, may Amanat bless you in this situation. I was like, all touched, and then you were like, that's really creepy, and I was like,
You're
screw
hideous.
you.
You're hideous.
I just don't want to see you anymore.
Well, as the savior, the literal only peak of hope, I will remember that in an hour when I'm done attuning with the monster rock. All right.
The hour passes. The air is becoming much thinner. It's basically becoming panic time. Marcellus, you are assaulted by a flood of images in a voice that you don't recognize. It's a language that you're not familiar with. There are arcane symbols and such all interspersed through here. But what you pull out of it very clearly is basically like it gives it this like fast forward guided tour, if you will, that starts from the center of Waterdeep and winds through certain streets, makes its way into the city of the dead, and leads to a mausoleum. Across the top of the mausoleum, it says Brandath.
So I remember your notebook. Write that down.
I know.
That fades, and you see that vision is replaced with just a mountain of coins. When all of that when all of that clears, the runes on the floor are beginning to light up.
Okay. Would I know enough about teleportation to know, like, does everyone need to be in this circle? Does you just need to be in this room?
It's whoever's inside the circle.
Okay. I will, like, probably very suddenly, after an hour of literally, like, no activity, snap my eyes open and be like, yeah, if you want to leave the pit, get in the circle now.
When you snap your eyes open, my face was like an inch away from you. I was like, oh, sorry. I couldn't tell if you were still alive.
You can feel the stone. It's anchored on you. You feel the stone's trying to like lift, like it's trying to go up.
You're making the eyes, they're rolling at your actions.
All right,
along with my
that's a
eyes.
sassy stone then.
It is me and my sassy stone say, time to go. Me and Sassy Stone gather the group.
Sassy Stone of Galore.
The Sassy Stone of Galore. And we teleport.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So where?
I don't know wherever
I
it
guess
is.
we're going to
Wherever
Brandath.
is not in this pit.
Well, he might have showed you that vision so you'd know where to teleport to.
Well, I don't know
We'll find
how
out.
that works. Yeah. I'm just hoping that we're getting out of this pit. So I implore the stone, please get us out of this pit. And I'll go wherever you want me to go.
It gurgles back something in a language, again, that you're not familiar with. It just feels slimy to just hear it. The world swirls around the group of you, and when you reappear, you are in a park. It is still winter, like you don't feel like time has passed, right? But there's blinding snow, high winds, all sorts of stuff. Your stone is trying to pull you through streets.
I'll follow it. I'll just start off. I'm not even going to skip a beat. Just keep going.
Where she's going.
At the first glance when we land, we don't, like a quick glance around, we don't know where we are. Are we in Waterdeep?
You look around at your feet, and there are, basically you're like on a path through one of the parks here in Waterdeep.
We're still in Waterdeep then?
Yeah.
Okay,
yep.
okay.
There are very faintly, there are etchings in the stone all around. So looks like at one point there might have been a teleportation circle here. The stone has apparently learned how to activate them.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, I'm just going to, without comment, sort of head off wherever the stone is telling me to go.
Mm-hmm. So as it pulls you through, you follow its call, right? Its direction for a couple of blocks, and you realize that it's taking you along the same path that it showed you when you did the attunement.
Vision.
Leading you through, you wander through. You're in Castle Ward, making your way across, and it leads you over to City of the Dead.
Is everyone following, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
And on the way, the stone grants us all a long rest, right?
It's not.
Would the time
Sorry,
we
I
spent...
tried.
It would be a short rest
would be a
while you
short
were down
rest.
there.
So we can use our hit dice while
You
we
can
were
use
down
your hit
there?
dice. Yep.
Cool.
I will do that.
Well, hey, I get my spell slots back on a short rest, so Ayo. That's what I am talking about.
Oh, this is it.
What are,
And can I choose not to use all of my hit dice? Can I just use like
You
one?
can use whatever you need.
All right. Ooh. Can I
As
see
you get to the gates that separate the Castle Ward from the City of the Dead, Marcellus,
yeah.
two things. One, there is a collection of images that sort of flash as you cross that threshold. There's a collection of things that flash into your mind. I need the three of you that are not Marcellus to roll me a d6.
It's okay, I picked up a d20 anyway.
3.
Okay?
5.
2.
So 3, 5, 2. So things that you spot, Marcellus. there is a drunken dwarf, or a drunken elf, just circling, dancing, giggling to himself. There is the severed hand of a drow. And
Just chilling on the floor? Or?
that no other context.
Yeah, these are like flashes, like a vision.
Oh,
Okay.
it's like it's just floating in there.
You also see a cask of dwarven ale.
Dwarven ale,
So, like,
dancing elf, drow hand.
Very brief flashes. Those are almost immediately replaced by the sight of a massive, gargantuan golden dragon. You see that the form of the dragon is camouflaged into the piles of gold coins that it is sort of sleeping over and in. And
Smaug-like.
you're right.
Okay.
You realize that this is
Wait,
the same
this is
pile
like
of
a
coins you
real
had previously seen.
Yeah.
It's a vision.
But now you realize that there is a dragon in it. One eye opens, focuses on you, and then it's gone.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm so
kinda-
I'm so innocent when you described it. I thought the coins just formed the shape of a dragon,
Oh.
and I was like, "Oh, that's sweet." They like
So-
made it decorative.
I would kind of like stop and like snap out of the vision and kind of like turn around and basically spit that out, which is like dancing elf, drow hand, drunk or dwarf ale is like
yeah,
the-
we all
the
think you've had a
tidbits.
lot of ale.
And then I'll kind of like turn around and look at the group and go, "There's a actual gold dragon in the pile of gold dragons."
I think up until this point, none of us know you're having visions.
No, I'm literally just
So,
turning
we're
around
just
and spitting
staring
this
at
out
you,
at
we're
you.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah, we know you got dwarven ale because you're
No.
just drunkenly leading us around the city talking about dragons.
No, okay, wait, yeah, you're right.
I think that tablet finally took her.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
Between the
cut off her
tablet
hand.
and now the weird 3 blinky eye thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not my talent this time, guys. Trust me. I don't up to that. I love that thing, but no, I'm seeing things as we walk along.
And it's leading you here.
It
Do you
is.
think it's a good idea to follow the things that you're seeing?
Well, I either feel like
have-
I'm going to follow where it leads, or it's going to rip out of my chest painfully. So I'm going to continue to walk towards the direction that it goes in.
Yeah, let's keep going.
But it also is showing me these visions of things like this pile of giant hoard of gold dragon coins, and there's a gold dragon like encapsulated around.
I know that we're risking Magpie's life by not taking the stone immediately to the person who needs it, but I do like the sound of a pile of giant gold coins.
Plus,
Right.
he's going to find us a new way.
And remember, we only have to split it 4 ways.
Are you really going to sit here and let him tell you he's good aligned after that comment?
I'll let him tell me that he's lawful aligned.
Bad.
Nothing to say.
I have nothing to say.
I have nothing more to say. Like I said, you guys have the ideas. I just react to them. Thanks for that.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep following. I'm just gonna keep following the stone. Like, yeah,
Okay.
I kind of, in the heat
Alright.
of the moment, like escaping that thing, forgot that the whole point was that we were supposed to like,
Save Magpie.
That's cool.
yeah, save Magpie. But you know, I'll keep going. I kind of feel like this like magical thing going on right now, and I mean, can I like with this thing attached to me? Do I feel like this thing, whatever it is more powerful than Manchun?
You're not sure. Basically, you know.
Like I
the
know
myth
I'm just
of
getting like
Manchun.
visions and vibes and stuff, but like.
It's
Alone, is that enough for me to believe that this being, whatever it is?
So at this point in your adventuring career, like you've heard of like sentient items and things that can assert control over their wielders. Clearly, that's something that this thing can do, right? It's influencing you in a way that you might not have been initially prepared for. You are also familiar with the myth of Manchun, which really, like that's all Manchun has been for years, right? The boogeyman of the Zentarum. Whatever power Manchun might have is clouded in mystery and tall tales and drunken stories told in taverns. You know, my uncle one time, like, oh, let me tell you. You don't know how much credit to actually give that. On the other hand, you literally have a thing that you can touch that it performed magic that you weren't capable of and is now showing you additional things.
Yeah, that's pretty much my thought process. But the other bit is I am still kind of in the back of my mind worried about Magpie. Don't tell her I said that she was in the back of my mind when we see her
Alright.
next week. But
I'll wait till a better moment to like ransom you for that information.
We need to know what this stone does. We can't turn it over to criminal without finding out what kind of power it'll.
Yeah, we just
Me
can't.
trying,
We
that's me
just,
trying to make up for
we just
my-
can't turn it over to anyone.
You
because
guys?
it's attached to my
Right.
chest, to my body, so it's not going anywhere. Otter, this is it's a part of me
Figure
now.
out where you want to go from here. You have
I
the
think we want to
mausoleum.
follow the stone.
We have a thing that is going to happen in the chat.
I was like,
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Chat things.
Yes, a chat thing. So a brief moment while we collect thoughts for game stuff. But yeah, so working with our moderator and our friends at Wizards of the Coast, we are giving away a player's handbook to somebody who is watching the show today.
Yay!
Oh, I can't win it?
No. I can get you.
You do need one, though. He does desperately need one.
Oh, God.
Remember, he keeps thinking he has lay on hands or something. So.
Yes, clearly he's the one that says lay on hands.
And I'm the one that brings
Marcellus.
the player's handbook literally every week. Yeah. Hey, it's just for looks, right? I look prepared, don't I?
You have multiple books.
I do.
Powers.
Yeah. I'm prepared.
Yes. So that said, our moderator is going to go ahead and handle that. It's a chat interaction, so they can do that while we continue on with our story.
Good luck.
That's an easy giveaway.
Good luck,
for us.
everybody. Yeah, it's real easy. I think it's just as simple as like typing raffle in the chat.
Nice.
All right, so yeah, the stone has guided you here to this this mausoleum, right? The mausoleum says Brandath across the top. It is exceptionally cold. The temperature has continued to plummet as the day has gone by. Who's
I hope it's not
proficient in
locked.
nature?
No.
Nope, I'm not.
None
Sorry.
of us.
I don't.
magpie.
Probably Magpie.
Probably magpie, right?
I was thinking.
Because that would make sense.
Yeah.
That would
Just
make
give me
sense.
nature checks across the table,
Nature
or
check?
insight if that's better for you.
Oh, natural 20.
Nice.
Ooh,
How about a 10 insight?
I got a
10's good.
13.
So 3 out of 4 of you. It is now maybe 30 minutes shy of noon.
Oh, goodness gracious.
After
me.
your attunement time, all that other stuff, you are just prior to midday.
He just wants the stone. Do we want him to find us here, or do we want to go somewhere else where he can then take the stone and do whatever he wants and then come back here later?
Did Marcellus tell us about the mausoleum?
No, we just followed her here. Or
Right.
followed him
Yeah,
You
here.
haven't mentioned the mausoleum to us. For the name.
No.
Okay.
No, we just stopped all in front of this mausoleum.
Yeah, you just kind of like stopped here. You have
Does it
this
appear to be
old mausoleum.
open or
No.
No.
No. Couple of big leafless trees outside.
I mean, I'm really,
We're at the mausoleum that says Brandath at it?
I'm super curious. I will volunteer to tell Trish that we killed her character.
Oh, no! Oh my gosh, no.
Look, we have
Because I have lots of curiosity about this mausoleum. and
Curiosity killed somebody else's cat, but not me.
She's a gnome, not a
I'll
cat.
break the news to her very gently. I'll also bring a new character sheet for her.
Long story short, roll up a new level 1 for the final session of our campaign. Thanks.
I'm
I will
certain
take
she's
that
watching
on.
right now.
She is,
so-
and she actually just screamed no.
Magpie, we will rescue you, but I have a stone in my chest that we got to take care of.
I will make
All
some
right.
cookies. You'll feel better after the cookies.
We've appreciated you, and we'll have a grievance package delivered soon. Otter, Astrid, you guys are both way more muscular than I am. Do me a favor, if you would, and open up this tomb.
Yeah.
With no explanation
followed
that
the
I've
system.
presented. We've just walked here and I've asked you to open this tomb randomly.
Why is it let us here? Do you know?
I do not know, but it got us out of that pit, and at this point I feel like I owe it, so
And we have a half hour before
No, we have like
Marshun.
3 minutes before, right?
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Oh, it's 30 minutes? I thought the time was like
we need
happening.
we can't turn this over without finding out something
Yeah.
more about it.
And
Let us hear, right?
How much torture could he do?
Well,
like an extra 30
I'll pull
minutes.
out my sending stone, and I'll over to Magpie.
You got nothing.
Well, I'm assuming, but I'm also like referencing really bad movies that I've watched in the past, where it's like I don't understand that my connection's going through, but by some mystical whatever,
You
Magpie
think
can
that
hear
it is.
me.
You're not getting something back, but
But basically, I want to be like, man, shoot, if you can hear me, we're going to this tomb. It's got this name on it. Awesome, thanks. I got the stone, but it's connected to my chest. Talk to you later. Bye. And then I want to like just kind of be like, all right.
Over.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, inspiration. You're welcome.
Yeah,
And
let's
then
open
as
the
a
doors.
group, I feel like
Yeah.
we should make one final sorry Magpie and go through
Yeah,
the door.
sorry, Magpie. We're totally just
got
gonna
a
go in
half
here.
hour.
so
Could have driven. No.
He said,
So we're out
he
here-
said he was going to find us in half an hour.
Well,
So
that was
he's
my
coming us.
thing. Is I'm kind of expecting if he is this mystical, magical, whatever he is, that he'll just be able to be like, hey guys, what's up?
Yep.
Kind of deal. And that's sort of what I'm hoping. And if it's not like that, I'll basically be like, well, you totally made us think you were more powerful than you were.
Right.
And you should have just left us with like a postal address.
That's a great play.
Yeah, you should have just like left us with like a meeting, like yawning portal at 7 p.m. back left corner. Like, would that have been so hard, Manchun? But you know, we'll deal with the stone attached to my chest first.
Yeah,
so.
let's open the doors.
Yeah.
So you're out here in the.
Oh, I guess real quick, do we want to make some sort of check on this
No.
name?
No,
or do we
we-
just want to bust in?
We've already
Otter.
gone too far.
How long have you lived here in Waterdeep?
17 years or so.
Oh, so okay, yeah. No real check needed. Brandath is one of the names of the old noble houses here in the city. You know that Brandath is a family that they married into various other ones, but one of the families that they are linked into now is.
Don't say.
No, it's not Chen. Fei Chen is not part of this conversation. The Brandath family had married into the Neverember family.
We got a buddy there.
Ooh. All right, so we're good if they catch us.
Yeah, we're
on my
good.
list.
Yeah.
Hey,
go
we
in.
know somebody.
Let's plunder a grave.
As you, so you're out here in the biting cold. You've sent your transmission, right? You're seeing the mausoleum, Brandath, all that. As you begin to ascend the steps that lead up to the big sealed stone doors, the trees behind you, you hear creaking, and wheeling around, the great big elm tree that is maybe 15 feet away actually begins to like rise up out of the ground. The branches come down. You see a face sort of form in the bark.
We're fighting a whomping willow.
And
And then we run into the building away from this tree.
the stone doors are sealed.
Straight Otter, get the doors! Get the doors! Get them now! Get the doors! Get the doors! Por favor.
Yeah, Ashton, help us with the doors.
I was trying to get into the moment, y'all. But I looked over and you were eating a chocolate covered pretzel. And that
In
distracted
a rolling, gravelly voice, it says that very flatly, no trespassing. And two of the trees on the periphery also rise up.
I don't know why you're all looking at me.
Because you need to break down that door. I'm not fighting this tree.
You know I'm a cleric, right? You know we have a half-orc fighter.
You are the frontliner. You are the cleric. Therefore, we put you in all the danger.
Astrid, please, I will help you open these doors by using my blacksmith tools to break the seal and do whatever I can to help. And
I'm very confident while they're doing this that this stone is going to protect me because for some reason it wants me to go through these doors. So I would like to go back down the steps back towards these trees and sort of stop like in the middle of them and kind of like talk to myself really quickly and be like, Stone, if you want me to get in those doors, you better help me out right now because otherwise we are not getting in those doors. I don't know how long it's going to take me to
It's
get in
still
those doors.
pulling in that direction.
No,
and it's not like painful. It's
Yeah,
just a
tug.
constant tug.
can we? How are we doing with the doors? Is it anything
I already rolled a
happening?
strength check. I don't know.
I needed you guys to paint me a word picture. Like, what is your determination? And I will respond to that with my own events.
I'm like using my blacksmith tools to try and break whatever seal is there.
Oh, okay. So you want to chisel in, basically.
Chisel in a little bit.
I am
see if she
Jurassic
can-
World Owening in the Velociraptors, the treants, or whatever these things are. I'm like, down, blue, I see you. So that's what I'm, more Jurassic Park
And
references,
maybe
I'm sorry.
Astrid's pushing or pulling. as I'm-
Whichever way the door goes.
Sure. So
What are you doing?
I'm taking a branch I found on the ground and sweeping away our footprints, so it looks like we didn't go into this place.
well, you don't really have to worry so much about those footprints because
You break
as
the
as
branch off
Otter
one
makes
of the
that
trees.
first hammer chisel into the
Yeah.
door, all three of those trees animate and very quickly swarm the base of the steps.
Okay.
I'm going to need initiative out of each of you as the trees are apparently attempting to murder your faces.
Murder trees.
Murder trees. Otter,
4.
Agnes.
8.
Okay, I almost wrote 18. I'm used to
I'll
higher
take
numbers
18.
from you.
Yeah.
Marcellus.
15.
15. No magpie. Astrid. 10.
Oh my goodness gracious, y'all.
All
Making
right.
me go
Hey,
first.
don't worry. I murder trees every day.
I get it. I get the joke.
Good God, helps if I type in the right thing. All right, come here, thing.
Oh,
That's what I needed.
Lots of 20.
And that is statistically unprobable. I have to roll initiative 3 times. They were all 7.
Wow.
Well, I guess they go last.
Not quite last. Not with the way you guys rolled.
Yeah, thanks, y'all.
All right. So Marcellus.
Yeah, so I don't feel like they didn't listen. The trees did not listen to my my animal handling check. They kind of ran past me and attacked on her. And okay.
Yeah, they're on their way up to the base of the stairs.
Okay, I see nothing better to do, and I go, well, snickle snackle, and I pop off an Eldritch Blast, and that's a 13.
With these things, that is not going to work.
R.I.P. And then I kind of start towards them, and I angrily yell at them, and I'm like, stop it! Don't do that! Listen to me. I have this stone in my chest. Please let it be worth something.
At least we won't have to go far when we die.
Oh, goodness. Always looking at the glass half full, right?
I mean, it's true. You are in the city of the dead.
Yeah, and we made a friend here. Maybe, what was his name? Omar? Something like that. Will come help us.
The priest
maybe
guy?
a bunch of ghosts will
Yeah,
appear out of nowhere
the
and save
Jurgle,
us.
the priest of Jurgle
priest of
that we
Jurgle.
saved.
Yeah, that guy. As I have his friend's hand attached to a
that guy.
tablet in my pocket, yeah.
So, Astrid.
Yes. Should I even bother with the strength check on the door? Or are we trying to
I
butcher trees?
feel like if we can get through the door, the trees can't advance through the door.
I just took my Christmas tree out the front door. It's not easy for a tree to get through. So I think it's
Doors, the immortal nemesis.
I'm glad now, in the 3rd week of January, you finally have decided to take down your Christmas tree.
we
Thanks.
wanted to enjoy it as long as possible.
Oh, you see, I'm like, I put my tree up the day before Christmas, and then I take it down the day after Christmas.
Yeah, we want to let it last.
But I
a
leave my
little longer.
Halloween decorations up until November.
Strength check 20.
Okay. The door does not appear to be moving.
Goodness gracious.
Nope. Well, that was my turn.
Okay.
Can anyone cast
Agnes.
open?
I have a flask of oil on me.
Ooh.
I am going to take that flask of oil and I'm going to attempt to pour it on the nearest tree.
Animated tree, not just the
Can we say it's a glass flask and I can just throw it at the tree and it's it's a glass flask.
2 things.
Yeah.
1, yes. 2, that according to your buddy, would count as an act of arson. Are you sure you want to do that?
Yes.
She really thought that
We've
over.
gone way beyond the code legal at this point.
So far, you've managed to evade being arrested. So
Sure, a tall
The trees attacked us. I'm sorry that we lit them on fire.
We're breaking into a nobleman's grave and a really respectable family. At this
Arson.
point, arson will be the lesser of the charges that we can.
But it will also gather everyone's attention.
I also really like how Alan was like, yeah, so by the way, you don't have that necklace of fireballs anymore. And you were like, well, I'm just going to have to rig one.
I make my own rules.
So I will throw that flask of oil onto
Sure.
one of the trees.
Okay.
And I got do I have
You'd
to,
make a dexterity check.
a dexterity?
It's a ranged attack using your dexterity. It's an improvised weapon, so no proficiency bonus.
So 22.
Oh God, yeah, that's a great. It smashes against
hit a
one of the
tree.
trees. Congratulations, you hit the broadside of a tree.
Cool. And then I don't know what I can still do as my bonus action, but I'd like to set it on fire.
Well, normally the oil is just oil. You'd have to put a
Exactly.
fire source at it as a separate attack to
So
have that catch.
It's a good first step.
It is a very good
Okay.
first step, though.
so I'll do that. And
And as a rogue, you do have bonus actions. You've got most of them around
Right.
mobility or hiding or
Yeah.
something.
You
So.
should hide in
I'll
one
do
of the
that,
trees.
and I'll try to just hide away or make myself a smaller target by hiding behind bigger targets like my friends.
Okay. All right. So that is Agnes. Now we have the tree ant.
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
No.
I thought it might work. I asked kind of nicely.
Well, let's see here. You attempted to hide, you said?
Yes.
Okay, make me a check.
What kind of check would that be?
Well, if you're hiding, it's generally stealth.
11.
Okay.
Super sneaky.
You are convinced of how stealthy you are and how secure you are, hiding behind the hulking form of Otter.
Yeah.
The tree promptly corrects that motive. As it crashes a giant branch down on you.
Oh.
Slam!
Otter, you will take sliver damage.
As it hits me, I squeeze out, son of a biscuit.
Don't make that son of a biscuit. You like that one? He's making faces.
Yeah.
That's his crit face.
I have $1 in my pocket if you re-roll those dice. I'll even make a $1 donation to Extra Life. A re-roll, if you will.
Can I offer to donate to a charity of your choice to take back that crit?
No. Not in this case.
All right.
This is a crit.
I can take
not
it.
On fire
Listen, I have heavy armor of a black robe, so I'm sure this will be fine.
On the upside, it didn't throw a rock at you, which is something it can do, because the rock does a lot more damage.
That's exciting.
This is 32 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so I don't go negative. I just go to 0, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
That's good news.
As long as it wasn't enough to reduce you to your full hit point value, but negative.
It wasn't.
No, but it was close. As I pass out, I go, set it on fire.
As Agnes,
Live my dream.
And this is the
I
one that
imagine
has
it's the
already
one
talked
she
to you.
threw the one
Yeah,
at.
it's dripping with oil. As it flattens Agnes, no trespassing. And that's going to bring us to Otter.
Can we convince it that we're not trespassing?
Can I
That's hard to do, I
take
think.
can I take
But
like
we're
a free
friends of the
speech
family.
action during his turn? Like to yell at him?
It's something basic.
Yeah. Basically,
Like 4 words.
I've
so.
like gathered. Okay, 4 words.
That was a huge challenge for you.
I'm not used to speaking so few words. Help Agnes. I key. That was 4 words. I got a key. Help Agnes.
Okay.
That was 7. I'm sorry. I can't. It's just not proper English. Common. I'm sorry.
Perform cure wounds on Agnes.
Okay.
If you were to roll an insight right now, you would know I am totally talking out of it. You know, do not have a key. I'm hoping if I run at this door next turn, maybe something will happen. That's about the end of my.
5 hit points back.
Stand up and I go, did someone set it on fire yet?
And I think that's all I'm going to do this turn. I'm going to back away from the tree.
Like away from the mausoleum, past the tree.
No, just off to the side.
Okay.
Yeah, just minimal movement. Just move away
Okay.
a little bit.
Sure. Okay. It doesn't swing at you. It doesn't make an opportunity attack as you move basically away.
Gotcha. Go ahead and use your key.
Marcellus?
I'm gonna use the key.
The key that you totally have.
Yeah, I run up to the door, like sneak through everyone, and I want to run up to the door, and I'm screaming at my chest as I'm running, and I go, "If you want us in here, open this door!" And I just run at the door.
Or stop the key.
I am not stopping.
So you run.
Yes.
You've yelled at your own chest.
Yes.
So the tiefling is now like holding open his shirt and screaming, and proceeds to run headfirst into the giant stone door.
Nice
You
key.
3 might be chuckling, Marcellus.
Yeah.
Very pointedly, and almost to the point of causing like actual pain, you see those same 3 images again. 1, 2, 3. The drunk elf.
Drunk elf, drow paw, or drow
the
hand,
severed drow hand.
and then the dwarven
Cask
ale.
of dwarven ale.
Yeah. Jesse is not smart enough for this. Marcellus probably is. Jesse is not.
You,
Dancing elf.
based on how this thing is acting,
Yeah.
you feel like these 3 things are somehow related to
Getting in here.
right.
I will use after I'm done running face first into the door, I will use the rest of my turn to shout to the party, "Light about the key, we gotta go!" And
And then you fall on your butt.
yeah, basically that's all.
Estrid.
I guess we're leaving.
Yeah, I guess I miscalculated this thing.
So the cow just fell down on his butt.
Yeah.
So I'll grab him by the back of the robes and pull him down the stairs.
Sure.
Yeah.
I weigh about 120 soaking wet, so yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, that really hurts.
No more than running into a door.
As I'm like wiping away my bloody nose. Are we evacing?
Agnes?
I think
Until we
that's the
figure
plan.
out your brain.
All right. I don't have anything that would like. I assume I can't run up to the tree, hit my tinderbox real quick, be like, "Ha!" but with a finger involved, and then
It run off in action.
run away as fast as I can.
Mechanically speaking, it's an action.
To light it. You could light the tree on fire.
Remember the.
All right, I'm going
The
to
otter and the devil on your shoulder.
The literal devil in his
run
Yes, yes.
up to the tree,
Okay.
light it on. Use my tinderbox to start the light.
They always turn evil in the end.
Then I'm going to disengage with my bonus action and move as far away as I possibly can.
Marcellus approves.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do I have to roll for that, or does that just magically happen?
It mechanically happens.
That's how we call
Cool.
every guard post in town. Visiting
Yeah.
the dead.
So
That's
catch-
okay.
does it catch on fire?
Sure.
When it does,
I mean, it's not a roaring fire. It's going to take some time to build up, but you see your oil go, and it's just
Yeah.
going to take some time for the bark to catch. And
I
and all that.
laugh and I go, if I never did anything else, I did this thing. And then I run as fast
Ignoring
as I can.
everything else we've already done during the course of
Let me
this
be
adventure.
remembered for this moment.
I lit
Burning
this
the
tree
tree.
on fire. And I'm assuming when people come around, this is no longer going to be an animate tree either. So I lit an inanimate tree on fire. I'm a great adventurer.
I hear you guys played Dungeons and Dragons on Saturday. Yeah, man, it was mausoleums and tree ants. It was awesome.
Yeah. I don't play
Bards will
D&D, I
sing.
play mausoleums and tree ants. Yeah. You wouldn't understand.
Right.
Yeah.
The hair flip
let's-
sells it.
Yeah, I try.
Hightail it out of here.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
fast as we can.
Yeah. We go doop doop and click run. Can we escape?
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
Right click, fast travel.
Yes, please.
Sure. So as you evacuate the front of the mausoleum, the trees don't strike you as you retreat. The driving wind and the snow and all that does eventually, like you can stop when you get a little bit of space between you. But the driving wind and the snow does eventually extinguish the fire, but there's still the scar.
I'll remember that tree. That
tree
tree
might
is
remember
marked
you.
for future.
Yeah, yeah.
But you do see the trees return to their original space and hunker back down.
Okay.
That's actually a good result all the way around.
So I would like to look around, and I just want to try to find if there's maybe like a slightly open mausoleum, like somewhere for us to like hunker down and take shelter out of the snow to talk and not be in the elements.
I mean, you could go find your buddy, the priest of Jurgle.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sure.
Wait. Manshoon's gonna come find us any minute. Want to be with a priest?
Sitting on
Well,
butts.
I will relay what I felt. I'll like kind of relay it to the party. I'll be like, look, I feel like I had these visions of a dancing elf, a severed drow hand, and a cask of dwarven ale. And I feel like they somehow relate to how we're supposed to get into this mausoleum, but I don't feel like abducting an elf, cutting off a drow's hand, and stealing a cask of dwarven ale in the next 15 minutes. And exactly, Manshoon's going to appear soon.
Yeah. Let's go somewhere to like get ready for the appearance of man.
You can have this discussion, but it is bitterly cold.
Yeah. We gotta go find shelter.
We're
How far
yeah,
away are you from our house?
We're in the city.
You can make your way
again.
back. It'd be a 20-minute walk.
Yeah, let's do that.
I don't think that we're going to have time. I think that we're going to deal with. He's going to pop up in like the next 5 minutes, and it's either we deal with him privately in the cemetery or like on a street when he just appears and rips this out of my chest. And that's my fear, is that he's going to appear and rip this out of my chest.
Right.
So that's
Really? 'Cause
also.
that's like my dream.
You know what, man? I think that we can get rid of her next session, okay?
Because
Because
he comes and takes the stone, and then we get to go and run a bar. Like,
that is if you want to play Business Simulation 101, I am here to take this stone and get my gold
you know what?
dragons.
I hope he takes your tablet too, because that thing is creepy.
Are you saying this in character?
Yeah.
Because we are going to have like a 20-minute like spat right now that might require a lot of time. And Manshoon will definitely show up in the middle of this spat.
I would like an insight check from everybody.
Okay.
He's not stupid enough to just show up on a random corner in town.
Astrid, you have advantage.
What are we doing? I forgot. Insight?
17.
20 on natural.
6.
21.
So, Astrid, you want to restate your observation?
He's not an idiot. He's not going to be like, it's 12:30 exactly. Pop into the middle of town.
Oh, okay.
So even if he comes to you, if it's out in public, you still have the code legal.
Yeah.
And that offers you some protection, right? The city isn't just, it's not just City Watch. There are magical protectors as well. The Blackstaff, for example. If the Blackstaff senses a powerful magic incursion, then they'll motivate their own forces, Force Grey, or they'll come and investigate it themselves. And that generally means bad times for whoever they're investigating.
Can I roll?
In the case of something really big happening, Waterdeep does have the walking statues, huge monuments that are that reportedly move of their own volition in response to huge scale threats.
Ever watch Atlantis? The Disney flick?
Atlantis, the Lost Empire. You've never seen Atlantis, the Lost Empire, so you've never seen the second one either, and okay.
So next week
guys
we'll be doing a remote viewing of Atlantis.
Yes, we will. We will.
Join us.
And the finale will be postponed, and this is not a bit. This is happening because that is an atrocity, children. But yes, I'm so glad you brought that up because that's what I imagine as well, and that makes it so much cooler. Imagine giant, like 100, like you ever seen Lord of the Rings?
Yes,
You know,
I have seen
Fellowship of the Ring, where they're going down the river after they all get shot by the Uruk-hai, and there's the big. Imagine those statues animating to defend a city Waterdeep size, and that's kind of what it is. Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty lit.
So we want to meet him by the statue? Is that what you're saying?
Well, there are a bunch of statues throughout the city, but like you know that you have some protection in the form of the code legal combined with just the mere presence of the Blackstaff.
Can I try to make some sort of insight check? Figure out what I got to do to figure out what these visions mean and how it relates to opening this tomb, or some sort of check to kind of try to piece it together a little bit better.
You can try and sure you could spend some time and try and basically commune with the stone to see if you can get a little more insight.
Yeah, I mean I'll do that, and like I have no problem finding like a lean-to of like an old headstone that's fallen over to do that in the graveyard.
Well, I thought you were heading back to Pickowitz.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. That's the
You
best
can do it
place
there.
to receive him.
I just really like the idea of doing it in the graveyard. Though. Fine, we will go to the less cinematic Picklewitz's Pints, which is such a mouthful and such a spectacular. Welcome to Picklewitz's Pints. My name's Jerry. What can I get for you?
Okay.
Can that be Lift's like go-to?
You can return to your shop.
It's warm. It's our home turf. I think it's the best place.
Yep. Agreed.
We've got a dog that can bite
But
on
this,
it.
this guy has already proven that he's kind of a bad dude. So I would take the kid and the dog and be like, go hide upstairs.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. We'll
Or we
receive
should go
him in our
upstairs.
library.
Will you
That
carry
works.
me home? What do you mean, no? You like are so totally willing to carry
I
me
will.
everywhere, and I want to like talk to the rock attached to my chest for 20
I will
minutes.
carry you home the same way I carried you downstairs.
Fine.
Okay. I drag her home by her cloak.
You're
Okay.
coming with me, drag.
I'm like situated in my cloak, and I'm like, all right, we gotta figure this out. We got 20 minutes.
Now, Astrid, to be fair, there is enough snow, so it's
It's like a sled.
it may kind of just be like a sled.
So like a quarter of the way home when I get bored, I can just start going,
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, ah, and then just like drop me, and I just like fall over.
no, if you're dragging you in your cloak, you can just, boom, and then I'll catch up, and then I'll do it again.
I'm thoroughly not enjoying this, but I'm trying to commune with my stone.
Fair. Okay, so you can make it back to Picklewitz's Pints.
Okay.
The child and the dog can be relocated. That's fine.
But not to the cellar, because he'll get drunk.
Yeah.
The dog, the kid, or both?
Probably both.
Both.
We really
All
need
of
to
the
lock him
animals in our
cellar.
party are alcoholics. I hope we've realized.
So you're here. You're in your tavern. You want to spend some time with the stone. While she's doing that, what are the three of you going to do?
Did you relay your visions to us?
Yeah, I told you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just concentrating on what these visions mean and how it could possibly open the mausoleum. All I can come up with is that everything starts with a D.
Dancing
That's
drow
all I
dwarf.
have. Other than that, I don't
I'm going to do a short
know
rest.
what else we
When
can
he
do.
tells us what the answer is, I'm going to feel like a moron because it's going to be really obvious. But until then, I'm going to keep guessing because I still have no idea what it is.
Sure.
But yeah, the dancing dwarf or dancing drow
There's a drunken dancing elf,
Drunken dancing elf.
a thing of dwarven ale, and a drow hand.
Yep.
What's the hand on your book? On your tablet?
That was a dude.
That was a dude. It was a normal dude.
It was a human?
Human dude.
Oh, that's right, it was.
Isn't that disappointing? Can I get a different hand for my book?
We could read about the history. Ooh. Well, I kind of want to do a short rest to get my hit dice, but I'd also want to research the history of that family, see if there's any relevance in history that would be like why their password would be that way.
Okay.
Cool. And then you tell me the answer to the riddle.
Yeah, that's what we're getting at, Alan.
Right?
Come on, how many
Like,
dice do we have
you
to
give me
roll?
at least some sort of a clue
So-
or advantage on the solving the riddle.
So basically, here we're looking at the equivalent of a short rest. Like you can be engaged in discussion and stuff, but Marcellus, this is not a short rest for you. You are communing with this stone. You're trying to delve in and see what more, if anything, you can learn. That said, are the other three of you all engaged in discussion, or Astrid, are you sitting this out? What are you doing?
My wisdom is 0. My intelligence is -1. I don't think I'm the best person for a riddle.
Sure. Okay. So you're just going to kind of mind the shop while they discuss, and
Sure.
Marcellus does weird things with with his stone.
He's touching.
Can I also do this while I'm holding the emerald tablet with the skeleton hand on it?
That's up to
You can be as
you.
creepy as you want.
Yeah, I definitely. I
You
like.
get your creepy
I'm
on.
gonna be
Yeah,
really,
I light my like black taper candles and I turn on the death
I'm gonna
metal.
be really relieved when he comes and takes these things away. So you can become a normal person again.
What nobody knows is Marcellus actually worships the demon lord Baphomet, and so he's praying to Baphomet for guidance.
So it is past noon,
Oh,
and
goodness,
you have not
goodness.
yet seen Manchun come into your place. That said, you are in a public business, so you may have given yourselves a bit of a buffer. You two, I need intelligence checks out of you.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
Not you, Marcellus.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because you two were talking about the different.
gotcha.
I was just
Criteria
testing
in the
my
different
dice.
elements.
I knew he was.
Oh, yeah.
I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1.
want my
Okay,
14
that is not
instead?
great.
13.
13 is much better than 1?
Yeah. One for good thoughts.
Yes, yeah.
I
We're
can
supporting.
think. That's a voice.
So, seeing the name across the top of the mausoleum and remembering that they had married into the Neverember family, that all begins to sort of click into place as you're discussing different types of traps and activation methods and different security types. Agnes, because that's really your forte, right? You know, thanks to the journal and your own life experience. What clicks for you is that the trees kept, every time that you would make a move towards the door or would attempt to fight back, the trees kept saying, no trespassing.
Right.
What clicks for you is that the Neverembers wouldn't be trespassing if that's part of their family.
Ah.
But we're not Neverembers.
But we
So
know
you're
it
saying
never remember.
that Agnes needs to marry Lord Neverember.
Marriage.
Yes,
Drive
forge
through
the alliance with
marriage.
France.
Where's the nearest drive-through marriage? What are they called? Like castles? Churches. They're called churches. I'm sorry.
Drive through. Wait.
Drive-through marriage castle. I need one of these.
Sorry, I've been watching a lot of Shrek 2 lately, you know?
Is there like a Vegas section of?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Where are the casinos down here? You know, we got some time, right?
Sure. I
You know?
mean, maybe down at the dock ward.
Wait, who do you guys want to marry him?
We're gonna marry Neverember. She's
You
gonna
are.
marry Neverember.
Oh, that
I
sounds
said her
great.
name.
Yeah.
Then we won't be trespassing.
Oh, I thought you said my name.
I did.
Oh wait.
No,
we
Marcellus should totally marry.
we could
Neverember.
all
I think
marry
Marcellus.
him. This is Waterdeep.
Is that on the code legal?
I'm sure polyamory is legal and
I don't
the
know.
code legal.
Check the law.
Not
This is
against
an
the code
open-
legal.
This is
And
an
those
open,
things are part of the
open
world,
liberal
so.
area, I believe. But no,
Yes,
I think,
it's liberal with the 4-foot-long scroll of laws.
yeah. I would like to conveniently.
Well, you spend some time communing with your stone.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
And the stone confirms that that door isn't the problem. You sort of press forward in the vision that it was trying to give you, but you will need to have those elements assembled to gain access to whatever lies beyond.
I think we should summon Lord Neverember and talk to him.
Yeah.
While they're doing this, Astrid, you have a couple of deliveries that come in. It's not a meat cart.
Okay.
No, it's not a meat cart. That one is conspicuously absent today. But the Guild of Bakers comes by and they drop off a couple of baskets of bread for you. You've
They're
got
not open yet, but cool.
Yeah, you're pretty much set to open in the next day or two. This is your last like wave of stuff.
Yeah, we got some other stuff going on right now.
The guild of innkeepers. They stop in just to confirm that you're going to be ready to open tomorrow, and then you have the guild of brewers. They come by and they drop off a fine selection of ales.
Dwarven?
Sure.
Any dwarven?
Yeah, one of them is.
Nice. We gotta make sure we don't drink one of these barrels, guys, in the next 24 hours.
I don't get it.
Hey,
Like,
if the guild of dancing drunk elves stops by, we're 2/3 of the way there.
So we've got good news and bad news.
Yeah. As you are noticing that the meat cart doesn't stop by,
Oh, yeah.
your mind sort of drifts. You think of that severed dwarven hand,
Brow.
or severed drow hand.
Gross. Is there a tray of elf parts?
There's a tray of parts. You didn't spend much time looking at it.
What, the butcher's place?
Yeah.
In the fridge.
Oh, I don't want to go.
There was also a mention of a certain Vincent's strange hands, which would totally.
We could ask Vincent if he could just like procure us a hand.
Or we could just take one of Vincent's hands.
No.
Yeah.
Is he a drow?
No. We
I don't know. He's close enough to a
You
drow.
guys.
You need a toe? I can get you a toe.
No, he just looked like sort of a big, broad-shouldered
He's a
human.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could still just chop off his hands.
You leave Vincent alone. I'm not doing that.
Let's
I need him
send.
fully functioning for
We've
whatever
got.
I have planned.
Look, we've got dwarven ale.
Yep.
We can procure a drunk elf. I'm guessing.
I really think that we're. I really think
I
that
feel
we're
like
going
we're
about
taking this
this
too literally.
phenomenally.
Never Ember
Yeah.
humor-
We need to
human,
talk to
or is he
Never
elf?
Ember.
He's human.
Oh, I thought we could
feel
just
like
take
we're
two birds,
taking-
one
yeah,
stone,
Yeah, two
yeah.
birds, one stone.
I feel like
with
we're
it.
taking this a little too literally.
Yeah, I think we should just summon Never Ember and be like, Never
Okay.
Ember, roll some checks for us at advantage.
We should send Agnes to get a drow hand, though, from the butcher shop.
Does have to be me.
I thought you were going to say. Wait, I thought we should send Agnes to summon Lord Never Ember because did I imagine that whole part? Was there not like a whole flirty part? Was that a different thing?
Well, you said you were going to marry her off
Yeah, okay, so close enough, right? So like
at the drive-through marriage castle.
Yeah, drive through Marriage Castle.
Go get Never Ember. When you're walking him back, stop by the butcher shop, grab the
Just
drow
gonna sign
hand.
real quick and pick up a severed drow hand. And then we can go down, you guys could go down to the yawning portal while I'm sitting here meditating and find a random drunkard.
Well, Manchun's gonna come
Lure them home.
sooner or later, right?
If we're
Is Manchun an
Otter,
elf?
that is a very good point.
if we're going after a drow hand, we should do that first before City Watch invades the place because
Right.
he's super dead.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying send Agnes if she's willing to go procure the hand,
I
get in and out as
because
quick
my
as
name is
possible.
Agnes and Agnes B. If you want me to go to the butcher's,
No, but it's really funny because every time I go to say your name, I have to remind myself to not say Angus. I'm not gonna lie. That is like a mental battle I've gone through this entire campaign. I'm like,
I
"It's
have
not
typed
Angus."
and retyped your name many times.
Which would be even more ironic
It was
if your nickname
intentional.
for me was Cow and then your nickname for her was Angus. And then Otter,
It's the U in it.
yeah.
See, most half-orcs have dark vision. She has cow vision, where everything she sees is cow.
Huggable Cow. All right, so are we?
well, when is
We don't
you
know.
were gonna say
Manchun?
something about Manchun?
He hasn't shown up
He
yet,
hasn't
and it
shown
is
up yet?
afternoon.
Okay, you like sat
you
up
are in
straighter,
a,
and I was like, oh no, here it comes.
you are in a public business though, so you may have bought yourself a bit of a buffer. You just don't know how much.
I will head to the butcher's
All right.
to pick up some body parts from humanoids.
Great, awesome,
You
thanks.
guys get the idea that this is totally complete,
This is one
not
of the
what we're supposed to be
weirdest-
doing.
Yes, I do.
Like we're gonna open the tomb and there's like pictures
three-
and glyphs all over, and one's a dancing elf, and we just have to touch those three.
We show up
Not
with like actual physical
Right.
versions.
A cask, a hand,
What are we
and a drunk
supposed to do with this drunk guy? We brought the party, man.
I mean, yeah, if that's what you guys want me to do, I'm up for it.
All right, let's do Never Ember. Let's get him here and go into the mausoleum, and then we can procure items if we need to.
Okay,
Right?
okay,
Sure.
Let's do that.
okay.
So you're bringing Never Ember back?
Yeah,
Yes.
to the City of the Dead.
Oh, you're taking him to the City of the Dead. Okay.
Oh, I thought we were gonna like.
We're skipping steps 2 through 9 and jumping right to 10.
Sorry, I lost.
We're out of time.
We're not gonna get the things we We're not going
I
to get
think
anything.
Go ahead and grab the drow hand while you're out.
I couldn't keep it. I'm sorry.
I'll go wherever you guys want, but I have no idea where you want me to go.
Go
right
get the
now.
drow hand, go get Neverember, and then come back.
All right.
No, we already
And then we'll
have
take him to the city of death.
We already have Neverember. You said you're gonna go get a different Neverember?
So,
No,
We're all going to marry different Neverembers, so
No,
we're
no,
all
no.
unplugged in the tomb.
go get the hand first, then stop by Neverember's and tell him that we need his assistance if he's willing.
okay. What about the drunk elf?
We'll worry about that later.
Yeah.
I just want to make you walk around with a drow hand in your pocket.
All right.
We can't be memeing right now, guys. Like, come on.
So survey says.
Yeah. Survey
I will
says.
go and break into the butcher's place again.
Take your hand out of your pocket.
By the way,
Oh.
alone, very creepy. You guys all owe me to sneak in that creepy place alone.
The bit is that we want to meet you guys, you and Neverember, at the mausoleum.
Okay.
Perfect.
So you, the Pickowitz's Pines is in North Ward. Butcher Shop is in Field Ward, which is off to the north. Neverember would be in Castle Ward, which is off to the south.
Oh,
City of the
geez.
Dead is off to the east.
Can we just like find a random drow and kill him?
How about we just get Neverember and talk to him about the
Yeah,
mausoleum?
let's just skip the hand and
Ask
get
him,
Neverember.
just ask him questions
Deal.
about what might be hidden within
No,
the
we're
mausoleum
taking
of
him
his
to the
family.
mausoleum, and if the trees try to beat us up, we're gonna throw him at them, use him as a distraction, and break it.
Let's meet him at the mausoleum,
Yes.
because then he won't have a
Yeah, we're
choice
meeting him.
to say.
We're meeting him and Agnes at the mausoleum.
Perfect.
That's what we're
Okay.
doing.
All right.
And I've put a cloaking spell on us so Manchun cannot track us using the 10th level cloaking spell. Just so you know.
I never got that DLC pack. I think I missed it.
Oh yeah, sorry. You had to have donated to not Volo.
Ah, I got it.
Anybody but Volo.
So yeah, I guess I'll go get Neverember, and will he come with me? I say,
I mean,
hey,
he's an ally of yours. If you
Yeah.
go to him and you say, "Hey, we need you,"
yeah. I say we need you, and then on the way I go, are you single? And are you married?
Well, I hope one goes with the other. Well, we were just talking about
Talking about
Waterdeep.
polyamory and stuff. So,
Yeah, you never know.
All right, Waterdeep is now like a hub of polyamory.
I guess it doesn't really
It's
matter
canon.
whether
It might be.
dating
That
anyone.
sounds like a topic for another show.
So I ask him if he's married.
He is not.
That's
He hasn't had time
really-
for that.
He doesn't have time
That's
for that.
good news and relevant to this conversation when we get there. So
He is
We're going
at
to
a
the
loss
graveyard.
for
Are you
words.
clear? He's what?
At a loss for words.
Oh, I thought you said he's an organ donor.
I tell
I
him
don't know
that
how you got that.
I was going off, man. I was off on another bit already.
Yeah.
We
So,
don't
yeah,
need any of him.
I'm just
Oh,
trying to
right.
like,
No more organ donors.
loosely prep him since I don't really know what we're doing. I'm
Neither
trying to
do we.
loosely prep him for whatever plan I think we might happen. So I'm like, listen, we need your help at the City of the Dead.
Okay.
Wear nice clothes because it might be a ceremony.
We might be married later.
No, you're
I'm
bringing him
glad we're
out.
not married legally because that would be.
You are bringing him out basically through a blizzard
yeah.
in an emergency.
To a
and this is what you're
graveyard.
telling him.
Yeah.
At a graveyard.
I'm not quite sure what the plan is, but those things have been thrown around. I just want to prep you.
By the way, how you been? What's up?
Are you telling him like where you're going, or just like City of the Dead, and the rest is a
I say that
surprise?
there's some sort of there's something happening at the mausoleum, the family's mausoleum, and that
Okay.
yeah,
And we need his help because he's really.
we need his help, and he needs to dress nice, and there could be a ceremony, and
Sure.
I'm glad that he's not married.
P.S.
And that's all I tell
Are
him
you,
as we go.
are you telling him
P.S.
like
do you have
what
any drow
happened
hands?
when you were there previously, or just that's where you need to go?
No, I think I just tell him like that's where we need to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He says that he doesn't understand what might possibly be wrong at that crypt, at that mausoleum, but he's happy to help however he can.
tell
I
him
mean,
that
you all did save his life, so he's
Yeah. I tell him that I'm sure it'll make sense when we get there.
Okay.
I'm glad you're sure. I'm glad you're sure.
I'm sure once we all get there, it'll all magically make sense.
And the
for
group
all
of us are basically waiting there for them to meet them there.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I bring him, and I'm like, ta-da!
Ta-da.
Did one of you go to the butcher shop then, or no?
No.
Oh, okay. So we just did Neverember.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, we
And then
should-
straight
should
to
we
City
just,
of the
like,
Dead.
Ask him questions?
No, we should
No,
just.
all we
push him.
need
Cool.
him is
All
to
right.
walk up to the mausoleum. So I
Yeah,
can go.
basically, we're gonna
We
look
don't
at him and
need
be
to know
like,
about
"Go
the
open that
crypt at
door."
all.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not
he-
gonna know much probably.
Okay, so that's what you're tasking him with?
Yeah, go open that door.
Let's go with him. We
No,
can go with him.
no.
We will
We're
be
not
fine. We
trespassing
are
if we're
protected.
with him.
Yeah. How are we going to get in?
When
we have
you
to
say
go.
that, the personal space between Neverember and I becomes 0, and I am right up behind them, and I'm like, walk
Apparently, Marcellus is marrying
He's our
Neverember.
ally. He's not like our prisoner.
quickly.
So, yeah, you're asking him to just walk through the trees, up the steps, open the door.
Correct.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Literally it.
Okay. He looks around at you, kind of like you're all insane. You've dragged him out in a blizzard.
Mhm.
And he looks at you and looks over there and walks around the big fire-scarred trees. That's new. Walks up the stairs.
Oh, how strange.
Yeah.
Can we be following like within a foot of him? Like we want to be
Sure.
like
Yeah.
like a rotating circle of people around Never Ember.
We're all like touching him,
Constantly,
just
yeah.
touching him barely.
The top of the
We are
stairs.
guests. We are guests.
At the top of the stairs, the snow is much lighter. Even with the blowing winds and stuff, it hasn't gotten all the way up there. And he can see that there was a big that there was some activity here. He points at the space just in front of the door, kind of off on the edge, and somebody lost a lot of blood.
It was Agnes.
Open the door.
And he puts his hands on the door, and
Does it open?
it opens.
When it opens, I go, yes!
I turn
Thanks.
to him and I'm like, because that worked, you now have to pick one of us to marry.
Welcome to the ceremony. This is City of the Dead, Partner Finder Edition.
While she's getting him, we're finding Ophamariel, the priest of Jurgle,
Yeah.
for the.
Oh, okay.
That way we have
think-
an efficient.
Are we entering
Yeah,
the tomb?
enter, yes.
We are leaving Never Ember up here. We are literally, as we walk by, clapping him on the shoulders and saying, thanks, bud, go home.
He can come in with us, but he like stands right by the door.
Can we really all menacingly, like as a group in singularity, be like, if you get in the way, we will leave you behind? And like roll our eyes back in our heads and then just like continue on like
I
it's
think he'll be fine if we just say, we just need him to stay here or else the trees will attack us when we...
He's not really willing to stay out here. Like, it's cold.
Okay.
Well, I guess we can basically tell him either you come with us or you can go home and we'll
He would much rather, like,
Let's send him
it's
home.
a little creepy. He would prefer to go home, but worst come to worst, he would really prefer to wait inside the crypt.
Let's take him down to the first landing and see what happens.
Do we? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's so you've opened the door, you look on the opposite side. Yeah, there's a family emblem emblazoned on the floor between four very ostentatious marble coffins. The coffins are all engraved with the names of those who were interred within. Yeah, there's a huge staircase on the opposite side of the room that does lead down. This is the rest of the family is interred below ground level.
Do you have any drow lineage?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
I'll ask him. I'm like, have you ever heard of the legend of the Golden Dragon? Or Golden Dragons?
Wow, oh, the...
Like the mysterious treasure hoard that's supposedly hidden
yeah,
somewhere in the city?
It's a drunkard's tale that there's the vault with hundreds of thousands of gold dragons somewhere here in the city. It's one of those things everyone says that they have a clue to find it.
Yeah. Do you know maybe like, I'm not saying that it's related, maybe a reason why this family that you've married in, or that your family's married into would be associated with that?
I mean, my father's always searched for. He's claimed to have always searched for the location of the vault, but I mean,
And your father's
no?
gonna be really angry. He realizes where it is.
Under his nose the entire time.
Yeah.
I think we're heading down. I think we're
What
just-
does he want to do? I just asked him, what do you want to do? Do you want to...
He either wants to leave or come with us.
We're on like a cool treasure hunt thing going on here. It'll probably be really dangerous. You can hang out with us, or you can...
Let's let him go. There's no...
Yeah.
We got in.
We can get past those trees really easily.
Yeah. We just
Yeah,
run.
we did a really good job last time.
That's right.
Yeah.
Of running
We
away.
Run away. We did a great job running away.
Hey, we know they can't fit through the doors, or at least that's hard.
So
for
we can
them to
just
do.
huck handfuls of coins out the door and then run down the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I guess we'll let him go.
Yeah, we'll let him do what he wants to do.
And I mean, my only fear is that like we go down these steps and we don't get Magpie back.
Well, Manchun could find us, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You're not in public anymore. You're in a private vault.
He didn't say we were supposed to be in public, though.
He would be
he's
avoiding
saying
us if we were in public.
As long as we're in public, we're kind of safe, and he
So
can't get
with
to us.
this, you have gotten past the initial door. The trance did not reactivate. Talked a little bit about the vault. You're on the first level of this family mausoleum. I think this is our place to call it.
Oh.
that means
You have a
next
staircase
time-
that leads down. Rainier Neverember just wants to go home because it's cold and he's not an adventurer.
Would he
Yeah,
be
we'll let him go
happier
home.
if we offered up one of the party as a wedding present?
Let's split the party, says the
And
cleric.
need to know you a little better than that.
Yeah, with that, we are ending the session now, you know.
Possible marriage for the next episode.
Yeah. Who will he never ever pick? Will it be Otter? I'll go Otter to the cleric. Will it be Agnes and her rule book of 100 rules for roguing? Will it be the good-looking Marcellus and his awesome horns? Or will it be the strong and sturdy Astrid knocking down every door and hugging everyone along the way? Or will Magpie come back to us, maybe in one piece, maybe in more? Find out next week on...
Maximum impact!
No! The show is called Fistful Platinum! The setup! God, that was a natural 20 over here and a natural 1 on your part, my friend.
As we break out, rewards at end of session. Remember, mark the necklace fireballs down as an unlocked item for you guys should you need it. You all have 3 advancement and 3 treasure checkpoints as well.
Yeah,
Yay.
level.
That puts us at level 4.
You need to have a long rest to advance your level.
Whoa. We can sleep in a tomb.
We fall asleep right now and sleep for the next 7 days in real life time.
And if you want a long rest, there's always a chance that Manchun may come and visit. Sweet dreams.
Never remember what
But
you
with
stand
that,
for.
that is everything that we have for this week. We will join everybody next week for what will potentially, one way or another, be our finale episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of sad. It's kind of bittersweet. But it'll be fun to finally watch you all die in a blaze of glory. I mean, it'll be fun to see what happens.
Hey, now, positive and uplifting.
Yes, yes.
I like glory.
Ashes rise.
I'm excited to see what other stones attach to my body go in the depths of the graveyard. Beautiful.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
Bye.